Okay. I'm live. Everywhere. Okay, I'm live on YouTube. I literally don't know how to link my YouTube. Go live. Let me see if this works. Okay, so I'm live on YouTube, live space. Hi Twitch. Let me actually open this. What's wrong, Kiki? Why are you chirping at me? Okay, there's audio there. We're gonna close that. Jesus fuck, dude. Okay. We're live. I want to post my YouTube link. How do I find my YouTube? I don't. There's no way for me to find my YouTube. Holy fuck, dude. Like, I'm gonna throw it out there, like, Twitch is garbage, but, like, they can at least do the bare minimum of, like, gee, not playing sound when I click on things. They can at least do the bare minimum of, like, hey, here's your link. You're live, haha. Okay, is Rain live? There, I posted it. Oh my god, dude, embeds. Go fuck yourself. Remove all embeds. There we go. Okay, we are live. Now I have to manage chat of 3 different things. Nobody told me I'd have to do this. Actually, that's my own channel. I'll do this one. What happens if I type test? My cat says hello. She wants to smell my hand instead of let me pet at her. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna refresh that. Okay, there, that's live. I'm live here. I think I'm fine. Maybe? I don't know. I'll put this here and here. I can see all 3 chats now. So I have Twitch there, YouTube and live space here. I think I'll be fine. Now I can do my stream, maybe? Let's put a little OBS over here because I have to do this through OBS. Alright, hi everybody, my name's Rain. You all fucking know me. Otherwise it'd be really weird you're instantly on my channel when I go live if you don't know. And or already follow me. We're gonna move my camera there. Tina's huge. I said her name so she chirps. Are you big, Kiki? Do you want me to hold you? Can I pick you up? I'm gonna pick you up, okay? Ready? Yep, you know, you see me. You see me pivoting for a grab. Yeah, let's go, Kiki. I pick her up. See there, my kidders. You see her hands out, her paws out. I say hands out. Hey, it's okay. She got her claws out. She's scared. Oh, it's okay. You're okay. See? Would you tackle my bag of chips? I have food instead of leaving snacks on my desk. I don't leave them on my desk so then I don't eat them. Now I want chips because I saw my chips. Here's my extra water bottle. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Come on. So we're gonna talk news. We're streaming. Are we in the EVE Online category? No, good. We're in the Final Fantasy category. We're gonna stream Final Fantasy news. There's been a shit ton of updates. Oh, dude, look at this. This is an old photo. Heck yeah. This was a lot of fun. My first behemoth. And actually, I don't think I've had a second behemoth. So maybe this is my only behemoth. Where was this? So there's a lot. My last stream, hold on. My last stream was over a month ago. So a lot has happened. My H&M link shell imploded due to like man-baby drama. Because apparently men don't know how to talk about things and sort things out, and they just backstab and all this shit. So I gotta deal with the pieces of that for a week. But it was stressful, but I learned a lot. Especially like who your friends truly were, sort of thing, and who you can trust. Whoa, Kiki. So I'm back in WereDragon, and then I have a shit ton of social shells now, including an H&M shell. And you're gonna say like, Rain, what's an H&M shell? Here's an H&M shell. So like news for the week. Okay. So patch 1.2 part 1 dropped. There wasn't a lot of there wasn't a lot of prep for this. It felt like hey Liara, how are you? It felt like the earliest people knew about this was like a week and a half in advance, unless they for whatever reason got leaks in some way, shape, or form. I definitely know there was leaks because I've been hearing about Swift belt replacements, and then sure enough, I think these notes came out and there were Swift belt replacements. So I feel bad for those who, for whatever reason, don't have their way to get leaks. I consider myself pretty privileged to have ever gotten leaks in this game. Um, but yeah, so people were leaking it, so but it was definitely confirmed about 2 weeks ago. And so it finally dropped. And so these are patch notes. It's worth pointing out, you can see the date on these. I'm using my mouse. You guys can't see my mouse. The date on these, the day on these was the 15th, so that's a Wednesday. The patch actually came out the 17th. So it's worth calling out, like, huge props to the devs. And I've already told the community developer this, or the community manager. Um, this ahead of time drop of, like, information is super, super good. Like, it lets people know, like, hey, this stuff is coming, this stuff is changing. Here's how you can start getting prepared so people know where to go. I think one of the things they called out was, like, H&M resets. So all of the H&M link shells were like, okay, this is good. Now we can prepare for this instead of, like, getting blindsided by, like, a 6-hour maintenance and then, oh, by the way, everything reset sort of thing. So super good. Huge props. I was telling people when I did this stream it was going to be an optimism stream because I'm actually, like, excited for the way, like, some of the communication has been going. But yeah, so they talk a bit here about, hey, just FYI, here's all this stuff. You can actually read it. I'm not going to read it to you. You're adults. And or you're watching the VOD, so you can pause it. This is all in their Discord. For whatever reason, I don't believe they have this on their website. Actually, now that I say that, I can go and check. News. Patch notes November 10. No, these are old patch notes. I actually wasn't going to cover those ones either. So they don't have anything for this. So maybe I'll post it. I don't know, post it in, like, my blog or whatever. Apparently I did that for, like, the 1.2 Moghouse meeting, and tons of people read it, so I was like, okay, maybe if people need this and they're not getting this information in any way, I can do that. But I would hope other people are getting this information via the Discord or their friends or something. But first up for changes are job changes. Oh my god, did I just hear a voice? That was so weird. I thought I heard a voice. I'm so sorry, team. I'll make sure I'm muted in Discord. Yeah, I'm 100%. I'm not even in... Okay. So here's the job balancing changes. So as they said, I think it was Thief, Samurai, Summoner. If you look, you do not see Summoner. You see a huge change to Thief. These are considered buffs. Samurai changes considered buffs. Paladin changes considered buffs. Everybody's super excited about these. I'm excited. I had, for the longest time, wanted to... I swear I'm hearing noises. I swear. Hopefully you guys don't hear it. Is someone playing a prank on me? I'm just gonna mute everything. I actually might have, like, some random crap open. Wait, I shouldn't mute that. Okay. OBS browser page. If I mute that, it mutes my... Oh, wait, what if I mute this? That mutes it too. Okay. Okay, so I have everything muted. I'm not going crazy. I swear. But yeah, I've been wanting to level Ranger. So I'm at the process, I don't know if you guys have seen me, I've been in the process of leveling all my sub jobs, just to get them out of the way, and so then I never have to worry about them, and I can use them for low level content like 30 or 40 BCNMs, promies, etc. And I was gonna level Ranger, but now I've been getting a lot of items for Thief. For some reason, I don't want to brag, but I have X's knife, and my Thief is level like 20. And I feel really bad because everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck, Rain? And I want X's knife. And I'm gonna be like, sorry, dude. Like, I guess I have it. I thought the person I was running the key item with months ago needed it, and they didn't, and so we got it. That's honestly probably why it dropped. So I'm excited for Thief changes. The problem is I'm an idiot. I don't know anything about melee. I'm lucky that low-level stuff and low-level leveling is brain dead because I'm too stupid to understand, like, what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm like, I'll pull the mob. I don't make a macro. I just click it every time. All this shit. But, you guys don't really care about changes, do you? You really care about the bulk of this. Oh, it's worth pointing out, future state, I think beast changes are coming and summoner changes are probably still coming, just so you guys know. So don't think it's, like, just disappeared. But what everyone really cares about is the HE&M stuff. Hyper, Empty, Notorious Monsters. I always thought it meant Hyper Notorious Monsters, so it makes sense. Empty is because they made a play on, like, the Zillart Promethea stuff. I think it's like the promies are considered the empty or whatever, so I'm guessing it's a play on that. But this is all brand new. Essentially, they talk a lot about what exactly all goes into it. So what happens, I think the long story short is you go to an NPC, you get a pop item. You go out into the world, you use that pop item. The H&M pops, the devs specifically called out that they have put systems in place to help if like you have somebody DC mid fight, if something happens, if you wipe, whatever. They have stuff in place to kind of help with that. Maybe not a wipe, but definitely if you have a couple DCs, like they don't want people to get screwed because they had a bad internet connection one day or whatever. But yeah, essentially you go out, you kill the hyper notorious monster, or you kill the H&M, you get loot. So it drops a loot pool, but you also get what they call cerulean shards. They compared that to like some treasures mechanic. I think it was called feathers. I have no idea. I never did that. But I think it's just a way to get loot without actually directly getting loot. Excuse me. I'm gonna leak some screenshots. I should have prepared this ahead of time. Because like so this all happened yesterday. So this patch dropped yesterday. Sorry, I'm like, there's a lot of screenshots. Some of these are like really, really cool. So if I do save image, like H&M drops. So people have been like leaking, collaborating, streaming all this stuff, talking about it. And it's been actually like really, really cool to see the community kind of come together and like have all this new loot. So I'm going to actually add this as a different image so you guys can see it. Image 3, okay. Browse. So here's the H&M drops. Like this is like a loot pool of one, right? So they actually have their own loot pool, and I think they drop cerulean shards as well. Maybe not drop, but you automatically get them. They're like a key item, right? So if you look here, Protector 5 is on there. I'm really fucking excited, thanks. But otherwise, it's like you have like rings, normal sellables, so Damascus ingot, Vile Elixir. Like, yeah, you can't sell a Vile Elixir for a lot, but it's at least something, right? People, if you're doing endgame stuff, you should have a Vile Elixir on you. Obviously, Kindred Seals are great. Crystals are great for everyone. I love crystals. But yeah, it drops the normal stuff. But these are the kinds of things that, like, these H&Ms are dropping. Tina, stop it. No, stop it. She's meowing at me. I was gone all day yesterday. I did my esports stuff with my students yesterday. Actually, I'm wearing my shirt. I bought a state shirt. Did I save this? Oh, I did. Okay. We lost, but which fucking sucks. But it was actually really, really fun for the students. They had a blast. I think it really showed them, like, we only had 2 seniors on our team, and I think it really showed them how far they can go. What you doing? Streaming. Thank you. But yeah, people are freaking excited. Okay, I don't want that. Okay, hold on. Well, I have to scroll all the way back down. I scrolled up too far. I love this, dude. Alright, when I say I'm streaming, I don't want you to reply. I thought there was more info here. I thought somebody dropped a bunch of DAT files. Maybe they didn't. I could be crazy. There are also new items. This is super cute. I'm gonna show this. Just because the image is cute. So, but yeah, there's been a lot of new stuff with the H&Ms, but it's pretty straightforward. I think the way they said it was you can do 1 tier a week. And you have to have, so there's like 3 tracks, there's 3 tiers. No, I should say that. There's 4 tiers. Actually, I have a screenshot of this. Why the fuck am I trying to like visualize it for you guys from my like scatterbrain? Let me do the smog house meeting. Here we go. So this is how it's supposed to look. Okay, so you have the 4 tiers, tier 1 through tier 4, and you can do each tier once a week. But the thing is you need all 3 tracks, right? So you have the Decapod, the Rocks, the Scorpions. You need all 3 tracks in order to do tier 4. So in theory, you can do, in a month, you do tier 1. First week, you do tier 1 through tier 3. Second week, tier 1 through tier 3. Third week, tier 1 through tier 3. And then you have all of them, and then that third week, you can also do tier 4. And that's assuming you're doing flawless at, like, the fights. But that's how it's meant to go. So then that way you're not, like, it's not going to take you, like, 3 months to do each and every one. So if you're like, okay, guys, this week we're going to do tier 1. let's try it out, and you do the decapod and you win. And you're like, okay guys, now we can't do literally any of these till the following week. So that's actually super convenient how they've done it. And I thought that you could do tier 1 all the way through tier 4, so like you didn't need all the pop items, but you do need all the pop items from each. And the pop items can be bought from an NPC. I think I mentioned that. So here's this again. But yeah, super cool stuff. The Cerulean shards, I saw a screenshot. I couldn't find it, but apparently you can buy currency, ancient currency. So for relics, speaking of, I'm on my third relic, my third stage. I think it's third. Yeah. So yeah, it's the third stage because in my next stage I'm going to be using the attestation, which I believe is fourth. So I'm super excited because I'm getting really close for my relic. It's a slow grind. I'm not like trying to rush it, but it is fun. The next thing they added, this is actually kind of excited. I tried some of this last night. So they have a new quest, EXP camp adjustments out of era. So they have camp adjustments for if you want EXP or merits, a new NM, and a new quest. I have no idea what the new NM is, but the new quest, I was like, oh my god, I love this because I am one of those nerds who goes out and like flies on airships because I think the airships are fun. I'm gonna use this screenshot. I've never asked these people if I can use a screenshot, so I'm so sorry in advance. But they posted it somewhere knowing that people could use it. But like here's the airship dock, by the way. Oh no, why is this huge? Where's my face? So here's like the airship dock. This is Rockfire, he's one of my alliance mates. But everyone's like, yeah man, new NM, let's go kill it. And like everybody's been doing this. And I did it a bit last night. You know, didn't get anything sadly, but it was a lot of fun to try it. I'm gonna make this bigger again. Oops. But yeah. So if you figure out what the new quest is or anything, let us know. So then we can all go try it. Hey Yoga, how are you? I'm gonna wave to you in case you can't hear me. I'm always paranoid. I'm sorry I didn't see this. I'm not used to having 3 chats. I have 3 chats up at once. But yeah. So that's the new NM. So that's some new custom stuff. Kind of nice. Here's everybody's favorite. That's Sarcasm. They have combat nerfs, and these are essentially, I believe, there's a couple buffs, but overall a nerf. So I'm gonna hide my face for this. Every weapon skill will now obtain its first weapon skill at level 10. Oh, thank fuck. At level 5, because that was so annoying. You had to be like level 4 to use a weapon skill half the time. And then these modifiers are straight nerf. So what this essentially means is that you have less inherent accuracy, I believe, and attack. Less inherent accuracy and attack for, like at 75. So in theory, this should make endgame slightly harder, right? Because you're doing less damage, you're hitting it less. But also in theory, you should have enough, what is it? Like gear, food, like a bard to help mitigate that. The one thing that's kind of annoying is it says ranged weapon modifiers have not. Oh, it says ranged weapon modifiers not been adjusted. That whole time I read that, I thought they had. So I don't know if this is like an indirect buff to rangers, or if rangers were just that garbage that they're like, fuck, we need to help them. A lot of people are really salty about this. I heard monks got kind of shafted. I'm too, because of the hand-to-hand is slightly lower. I'm too dumb for math to know any of it. But a lot of people are pretty upset because obviously their jobs got nerfed. This is why I play White Mage, by the way. Okay. Then they updated monsters. So it talks about like families, the flowers and limbus, loot pools for NMs, and then grandworms. Grandworms are like the Tiamats, etc. Most people just call them worms with a Y. But yeah, the weaknesses actually is probably going to be kind of nice. I wonder if that will help EXP camps. The Limbus one, a lot of people were complaining about the flowers. So if you want to do Limbus, you have to get a key item from a flower, and those are outside the zones. And depending what zone you're going into, depends on the flower. And they apparently people were too frustrated. Like Limbus is just like always jam-packed. It's like Friday night through like Sunday night is like super busy because that's a lot of times that work for people, and it's crazy busy. What's interesting is they say that no longer drops loot, which makes me sad because I got my relaxing earring through the flowers. I farmed the flowers inside the building, inside C. So I was gonna say the castle. I don't think it's really called like it was like what, garden and palace. I farmed flowers inside those forever, and I got like 3 or 4. and I had to get my last one. I cried to my Limbus group. I was like, hey, can we kill an extra flower? See if it drops loot. And I actually got one. And I was like, oh my fuck, dude. Like, bless my Limbus group for doing that for me. But yeah. The fact that like they don't let people do that, I can see why they don't though. I'm guessing they don't want it to be farmed and that you have to actually go in, but it's still dumb. At least up the drop rates for those organs inside. And they update some NM drops. Aquarius, I fought him because I have his drop. I don't know why they've done. So Siren Hair is a money declaw, a money item you usually get from endgame stuff. I don't know if they did that to encourage farming. I feel like people farm these already. Like I know Aquarius, if he's up, people will kill him just because he drops money. Like straight gil. It's like a gil injection. The worms. What's really exciting here is they said decrease, blah blah blah, had their level decrease in order for the adventure ability, more melee oriented strategies. That's exciting. What up, Abak? Final Fantasy Sagan's drops. Oh, did they? Oh, so they removed it. I did not realize. Okay. How are you doing, dude? How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Well, I guess I've seen you on Discord a lot. But yeah, I'm excited. They also have an enrage timer, which is great. So then you can't have like a really bad party, barely struggling, bust along. The only thing with the rage timer is that people are gonna have to consider is you can't really just have a holding party, right? So if you have a holding party at like Jorm, it's a 15-minute climb, even when you're zooming up the Jorm mountain. Tiamat's not so bad. I think Tiamat's like 8 minutes. I'm trying to remember Virtua. Virtua's not bad either. Square removed it. Oh, did they? Okay. And so, yeah. Horizon devs adding it back in. I'm excited for that, though. That should be good. I've sold a couple Siren's Hair. I have a Siren Hair 2 sell. I have to sell and split with my group from our Oiru pop set. But yeah. So the Enrage timer, I'm like excited to see that. It's really fun watching H&M's Enrage, so it's fun to watch non-H&M's Enrage. Custom item has finally been added to Virtua's loot pool. I remember I asked that and someone answered me. I think it's a shield that attacks twice. If you don't want it spoiled for all those people who do Virtua, that's half sarcasm because there's only like 2 groups who can do it. Don't look. And I think it is rare EX. Let me pull it up. Properties. This is one of my friends. Oh no, dude, one of my friends took this screenshot. This is huge. Okay, I'm making it smaller. I think. Hello? I apparently am not making it smaller. I cannot make it smaller. Furia shield. Alright, dude. This is in your face. Yeah, so it's rare EX. War Thief. War Thief Dark Ranger. Main hand weapon always attacks twice. Some people were curious to see like how it stacks with other things. So like what is it? Oh, like it'd be good for like Thief, so then you don't have to sub Ninja. Kind of a weird thing to put for these for them not to sub Ninja, but I don't know. Neither here nor there. I feel like they should just give that as a native ability for Thief, but that's just me. But yeah, exciting stuff. I'm also excited, and I've expressed this to like every H&M group I've been in. I say that like I've been in a lot. I've been in 2. That I want different strategies for H&Ms and just worms in general that we fight. And they're always like, no, we have to do it safe. This game isn't about fun. And it's like, okay, boomer. But yeah, so I'm excited to have some folks like try out different strategies, or to see people try different strategies. It doesn't have to be me, right? Like I'm a white mage. Like whether I'm healing a tank or a melee or a freaking mage, I'll do it, you know? But yeah, that's fun stuff. Also, the loot pool of Tiamat has been enhanced to provide a more reliable source of items. Nathan actually posted that apparently he shared like a screenshot where all we got was I think it was Were Dragon only got, it was like some really trash item from Tiamat and like crystals. And I think the devs saw it and they were like, wow, that's fucking garbage. Like this H&M only pops once every 3 days. And this group spent an hour fighting it and it was garbage. And so they went in and fixed that. I don't have the video. Remember getting only crystals from? Yeah, dude, that shit. Like, if I spent hours camping and then fighting and killing an H&M, I would be pissed. Hey, Devo, how are you? Your strategy for mage. Must cast Holy to resume the fight. Healing increases Holy's cooldown. Oh my gosh. Dude, you laugh. Every H&M I fight, I try to cast Holy. I'll be like, I'm down on mana. Holy. And then, like, because Holy's 100 MP, so it's like, it's pretty bad. But I try to do it because in my mind, I'm like, what if I have a, like, what if I'm lucky? Like, what if I just like, cause like when I started doing in-game, every time we did something, we always got drops. First time I did the E&M, I got like double Blau Dolches. Like first time I've done everything, it was like we got super. First time I fought Tiamat, we got Gator drop, and I'm like, what if it's me? What if I'm the lucky one? So I always try to holy it in case I need to be like on the hate table directly. Besides like healing and shit. But yeah, is this server up yet? It's not, dude. Who designed this game? All right. But yeah, so I'm excited for some of this stuff. I wish they I think they did. Did they do something to holy? No, that was banish stuff. Never mind. Okay, monsters, kings. This is this one. Alright, the king adjustment. So the kings are what we normally call as just H&M. Your Galco image is smash regen 3 of the player so you can cast banish 3 and holy for skill ups. Hell yeah, dude. Wait, you need skill ups, dude? Alright, if your Y mage is at 75, you should go do EXP merit parties and King Rampier's Tomb. And then that will cap you at around anywhere from like 63 to 66, 67. And then what you do is you just spam holy every now and then while you're doing shit. In game. That's what I did. I got my I felt like my white mage skills were like capped instantly the moment I got 75. Like whenever you're doing like sea, sky, whatever it may be. You can even do it in you can probably do it in merit parties too. Okay. So yeah, so the kings, so the Zlart kings, those are what we call normal H&Ms. So they've had new mechanics, new stuff changed, a lot of interesting things. Properties. I'm gonna change this one. So the one that we've seen, okay. Hold on one second. I'm gonna fix. So OBS scale filter, no. Transform, transition, no. Transform right here. Reset. There we go. Holy cow. This thing was like huge and I couldn't even get it on my screen. So yeah, so they said sorry. You didn't notice they moved them back. Yeah, so they're back at their OG spawns. So what is that? Valley of Sorrows, Dragon's Eyrie, Behemoth Domain, Bohemian. I don't know what I was saying. How can I remind mage merit parties? You tend to switch to your bard to merit. Ooh, bard's probably way better. I've done a merit party as white mage. I think it's fine. People always want me red mage, and I do like I do not like my red mage in merit parties. Especially because I get some pretty selfish GDs in my merit parties. But I really like white mage burns. Like anything with the white mage burn, I'll do it no matter what. Like I'll take an EXP nerf to do a white mage burn. But yeah, so they all moved back to their original spawn points, Babak. And the thing that's interesting is, right, so if you remember like this screenshot, let me pull up yet again another screenshot of all of us just like whapping on Behemoth. They're like this should never happen, right? Like they like stuff like this. Okay, now granted, like we have more people, right? You see 1, 2, 3. Like there's 6 of us, right? But they're talking about how, you know, like look, if you see Fel and Fluff are both red mage, Fel, Fluff, and Phil are all red mages just meleeing at it, right? And so like that's one of those things where like, like this is supposed to be like, you know, one of the greatest, hardest fights you should have. Like let's actually make it that. And so that's what they wanted to do. And so like to show that, like here's Adamantoise doing an Earth Breath. I don't know how new Earth Breath is, but like that's really fucking hard. Like that hits pretty hard. Like if you're Tari, I'm sorry you're dead. If I had full HP, I might have lived. But yeah, changes would have kept you in the game. You would have been able to compete in game. Dude, you should come back, Babak. It's a lot of fun. I've been having a blast. But yeah, so that's what the devs envisioned when they have like when they mentioned H&M. So that's the thing is Adamantoise is the NQ turtle. I've never fought it, but that's like not even the hardest, quote unquote, hardest version of it. So they've made the difficulty increase. They've also increased the loot pool, and I think they've rearranged the loot pool. So like it's like, what is it? Tanks on Behemoth. So Behemoth drops tank items. Fafnir, Nidhogg drops melee DPS items, and then the turtle drops mage items. I think that's how they did it. I don't know how evident that is, though. I don't know if anyone's gotten any crazy drops that prove that, though. When a Galco is struggle with 5/8, the Earth Resist gear becomes a must. I know, right? Which is weird that it's Earth because the turtle's usually water. Like, I always think water. Like, maybe that's Gimbu. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, it's interesting stuff. The other thing that's cool is all drop rates of all C torques have been increased. This does not include love torque because love torque's already pretty high. Sorry to the love torque homies, but thank God the torques have been increased. I remember, I think when we were in Rev, we went like 0 and 9 on like Faith torques. Like we were only farming Faith because we wanted the torques, and like nobody got any, and it was the worst. They also adjusted Omega and Ultima pools. That kind of sucks because we literally just did Ultima last week, so we kind of missed out on that. And then the C NMs, so that's the FOSS, Mother Glode, Zip. So instead of making them spawn at any point between like 2 hours and 3 hours, right? So every 2 hours and 3 hours, which means you have to sit there and pay attention. They do windows now. So I don't know how the windows are. I'm guessing it's probably every 10 minutes, right? Window open, they can spawn within like 20 seconds, window close, and then you have like 10 minutes till the next window open. So that, I think that's a good thing. Because I've been there where like I'm like spam camping FOSS, and like it sucks. Like you're like, oh my gosh, I have to sit here for an hour straight, and it might pop, it might not. Like, who knows? The one thing that's also caused a lot of controversy is the Palace and Alki adjustments. So they are now pop item NMs. I never considered these H&Ms, but they were always NMs people wanted. I would say maybe like I could see them kind of the equivalent of like a King Arthur, right? Where it's pretty easy of a fight, like you know, and it has good drops, like good drops you can sell or use, and it's good for in-game. That's kind of how I viewed them, but they made them pop items now, and people are kind of pissed because they're like, well, now anyone can farm it. Like, there's no limit on how you can farm it, right? You just train the horny battle horn. I don't know how you say that. And then the moldy buckler. And so a lot of people are like, okay, like why would you do that? A lot of people have pointed out, even some of my homies, they have said if this game goes to pop item H&Ms, which is how it is in retail, worth pointing out, that's how it is in retail, so TMAP, you need a pop item, she doesn't just spawn. They said that they would probably quit because it ruins the competition. So some people, I think, are pretty upset about this. Hopefully this is only a one-time change. Maybe they'll revert it with enough complaining. But I know a lot of people are like, ooh, I don't want that. Like, they were not happy. Let me look. I have a lot of slides. I have 15 slides and I'm only on 7. Oh, this is a good one. Y'all gonna love this. Babak, you're gonna love this one, dude. The Dynamis stuff. So Babak, you might want to pay attention to this because I know you're on the Dynamis Discord. So lockout is twice per conquest tally. Oh, you know all of this? Okay, whew, that's good. But this, I kind of skipped ahead. With 2K players online, it's good that Palace to be pop more gear for everyone helps with deflation. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, yeah, I can see that. But at the same time, if that's your best in, I think if it's your best in slot item, it should be harder to get. But you have to remember, I'm also a white mage. So, like, my best in slot is, like, Gators and then Noble's Tunic. Like, there's such a wide range of, like, effort with both of those. Like, Noble's Tunic is, like, 40k off the auction house. Super easy to get. Gators are, like, grind your life away with some H&M link shell sort of thing. So, that kind of sucks. Situational retail made the changes to combat. Oh, RMT? Ooh, that would be interesting to hear if these were subjected to RMT, or if that's why the devs did it. That would be really interesting. I wonder if it's also the drop rate was just bad. I've seen people farm them forever with like dog shit drop rate, and when the drop rate's bad, it just makes you not want to farm them, right? So it's not only you and your friends farming them for like weeks at a time, it's everyone else doing it because the drop rate's bad. So I wonder if like they have a lower drop rate, and so maybe they did pop items because their thought is, you know, you can pop 20 of them, and maybe it just saves you like 3 weeks of time, but you got yours, and now other people can farm theirs. I don't know. I wonder if that's a consideration. But yeah, the Dynamis changes I think are really good. The thought is that you could do back-to-back Dynamises. You don't have to wait the 3 days, and you can only do it twice per conquest tally. So, in theory, everyone's been doing it twice per conquest tally already. So like when I did them with Rev, it was Tuesday, Fridays, right? When I did them with Uli, it was Wednesday, Sunday. And so this really helps kind of everybody get their times in when they want. So if you say, hey guys, we want to do 2 back-to-back Dreamlands, right? They only take like 2 hours. You can like go into Volcrum, grind your shit, go into Volcrum again, grind your shit. Like it's no big deal. Or like Boo Boo or whatever. And I bring it up to Baba because he runs the Dynamis Discord where they actually coordinate the calendar. And I'm hoping this helps people with the calendar. Which should be really good. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I think that's a good change. People have been complaining forever to have that changed, so that'll be good. We'll probably see it kind of get really fucky today. I think a lot of people are gonna run today, because of the reset, everybody can run one today before the reset tomorrow. Huge difference on spreading people over the high. Yeah, yeah, for sure. That absolutely makes sense. The other thing is the Porter Moogles. So you can store the Porter Moogle at the very top means you can store more shit. Thank God. And then wardrobe 8 for cosmetics. Thank God. These are so desperately needed. Need to do a weekend day for the group. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because especially with time zones and family and stuff, more dino runs will happen earlier in the week. Oh, that could be too. Yeah. Hold on, I have to cough again. Sorry. Hopefully you guys don't hear that. It says you're not hearing it, but hopefully you don't. Because I don't know, I was coughing in the morning. But yeah, these changes I think are really good. A lot of people are like, oh, thank God. Especially with Dynamis Tav coming out. Like, that's going to be, like, really good change for everybody. Save 10 bag slots already with Wardrobe 8. Yeah, that's good. See, I hope my Opalin set is that. But yeah, I haven't moved anything there yet. I obviously can't right now. The server's down, which is why I figured I'd do this stream. But yeah, I think that's super good. Yeah, hopefully it encourages people to collect, like, more cosmetics, too. I don't know. Alright. Then level sync changes. A lot of people have been talking about this. I've done some late night leveling. It fucking sucks. Right? Like, you have to have considerations for people. So they may talk of like, so if there's less people online, right, like in the evening, like in the late evenings, if you're like the non-American prime time zones essentially, you get less of a penalty. So therefore, like if you have friends or anyone you want to level sync with you, they can. So, I mean the penalty still sucks, but like it's not end of the world. The other thing I like too is this one right here. The level cap zones will use the modifier to determine EXP awarded. Because like I take my white mage into like promies and I get absolutely nothing from it. Like we'll go and farm stuff or do things and I get nothing for it. And I don't think that's fair. Like I think it's like, oh, I'm there helping people, like whether it's helping them run the Promethean, whether I'm there just to farm things, whether, you know, whatever it may be. I think, you know, like even if it's like 2 EXP, it's still better than nothing. Right? So I think they should include that. I hope they do more with that too. Yeah, I'm partially. I love the promies. By the way, if you need, speaking of promies, if you need a dark earring or a guarding earring, let me know. Oh yeah, A and B. Yeah, all of the cap zones. So Sequarium probably too. There's a lot of them. I don't even remember all of them. But yeah, it should hopefully help. Especially like when you're doing like uninvited guests and you know you have to farm the scale. Like that'll be nice. Okay, you get some EXP. Like cool, yay. But I feel like people have wanted that for a long time. I'm glad they're finally doing something like that. So here they have their closing. So this is worth pointing out that this was the closing as of Wednesday. So it said, hey guys, like here's all this future state stuff. You know, things to be considered, blah, blah, blah. They did say, I don't think any of this is coming before Christmas. Maybe one or two, like, in terms of like a bulk patch, like 1.2 was on Friday, I don't think any of this is coming in a bulk patch like that. They might have something like, hey guys, here's a job rework, or hey guys, here we've unlocked Dynamis Tavnazia, right? Like they may do one or two things, but I highly doubt they're gonna do a bulk rework of all this before the holidays. But yeah, they also mentioned they had a stream, and I think somebody asked about treasures, and they said internally they had what was it? They had a goal of treasures being released by Christmas, but obviously that's not happening at all whatsoever. So nobody really knows. I think I've already heard some people speculating next summer, but if you're dead set on coming back during treasures, just hold off. If you're like, well, I want something to play, I want something to do, definitely come back and try the HE&Ms. The devs need break. Oh yeah, for sure. I agree, Devo. I think, yeah, they definitely don't want to burn themselves out trying to make all these promises, but like they just need to communicate. I think if they just say, hey guys, nothing, like we're not playing anything for Christmas, maybe they'll release more HE&M tiers or something. I think that would be good. But yeah. Shoot, what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you want to try stuff, come back and try the HE&Ms. Those actually seem really, really fun. I think if like anything on this list is priority, the HAP I think is really good because that will help players. that will keep new players interested in helping old players. I already help new players. I think it's fun, but I know some people want the reward. Treasure, you better join Horizon now to get your sub jobs leveled for your treasure job. Dude, that's what I've done. That's what I'm doing. I talked about at the beginning of the stream. I'm like, I've just been leveling sub jobs because it's like I can get everything done. There's no commitment. I'm not like loading on all this extra gear. I'm just leveling sub jobs. But that's been fun. So this is what was all shared on the 15th on Wednesday. And then they came out with more things. So this was shared after. The reason they did this was they talked about how there were economic impacts of potentially of these changes. Maybe not the organs, no big deal, but like some of the other stuff, they said there was economic impact, so they kept them secret, which is how you're supposed to do it, by the way. And then what you can also do, take a note from CCP, is to monitor the markets to see who's actually impacting those, right? So if the following items had their NPC values adjusted, if you know it's going up or down, you can watch kind of how that's affected and what people do. So if you see, gee, I don't know, a dev who knows all this information that's coming out, starting to stock up on something like, say, Silver Sharks, you know that maybe they're using this insider information. Anyway, that's what CCP does. They monitor all the dev accounts, all the CSM accounts. That's what their internal affairs team does. Also, it's time to get COP and ZM done and out of the way. Yeah, I agree. As the server matures, it'll be hard to find people to run COP and ZM. So I agree. Granted, there are still a ton of people doing it. And generally, you can always ask friends or social people in your link shell. Or if the HAP program comes out to cough. If the HAP program comes out, it will help people too of like me, where I'm like, none of my friends need it. But I see a shout and they're like, hey, we need a healer. I could be like, you know what, I'll go help them. Because I get 10,000 EXP. I get a full merit for that. Right? So if I spend an hour helping them, I get a full merit. You know, it's not the worst of my time. Right? Instead of me just helping them and then getting in good favors, you know, of like, oh, haha, now these people owe me, or whatever the heck people think. Time it ain't shit to do the game. I know, that is true, Babak. Unless you're a big nerd of always be crafting. The other thing too, this HQ organ stuff is nice. So the HQ organs are used for C mobs. There's the HQ flower organ, which is used to pop the Jailer of Faith for the Faith Torque. But I kind of wish, so you can change them for pouches, which I think is kind of lame. I would have rather you could have used them in place of like NQ organs, but then I feel like that would just spike their price. But I don't know. I think that would have been a way better thing. I see people selling them. So I have some I could sell because nobody wants IX Monk anymore, and I have tons of stuff for that. This is changes with BCNMs, KSNM. So this came out after. A lot of people are mad about the Trotter Boots change. The new custom item. I'm going to show you guys that. Did I show you that? Actually, I don't think I did. So the new custom item I heard was a headpiece. So here's my good friend Mimi modeling. It's a little buffalo dude. It's so cute. Look at it. I don't actually know if that's it, but he posted that and I thought it was so fucking cute. I wanted to share it. It's like the sheep one, but it's a buffalo. It's so cute. But someone said like that was the new item. I've also heard some people say Protector 5. I don't know how true that is. I just want to give a shout out to Beastie, by the way. Beastie's like one of the like hardcore min-maxer white mages on the server, and I've learned a lot from him. And he was, this whole time, like for the past year, he was convinced Protector 5 was in the game. And he was running random KSNMs, BCNMs, etc, etc. Starter boots are the tradable ones, yes. So that's why a lot of people are mad, because it decreases the price of their starter boots. But you know, that's kind of like ladder pull for some people. They're like, no, I grinded to get mine from Simmer, you should too. But I don't know how much I like or dislike, but that's just something to consider. But yeah, BC was convinced Protector 5 was in the game, and now it finally is. Deflation, smart, yeah. I've seen a lot of like mixed arguments on the whole thing of like adding more or taking away. Alright, so here's the other thing. This thing cracks me up. So this is the claim shield adjustment. Before we jump into it, because I don't know if you guys know, we've been having a shit ton of issues with HENMs. The only thing I want to call out is there was also this post. Oh goodness, let me fix that. Okay, properties. Discord, not Discord. What is this? OBS is just being annoying. So they go, just one heads up, those endgame folks, we've identified the issue leading to significant lag latency issues. Reaching out to blah blah blah. We know a time frame, but the big fix. When I'm asking folks how they might feel about potentially having no claim shield for a short bit while we fix. And so he asked if people should do no claim shield, and everyone overwhelmingly voted no. This was Nathan's screenshot. He was like, bro, this is insane. So for context, sometimes the H&M pops and people don't see it. So therefore, if you are not near it or you don't see it because you're slightly further than the server, it means you don't get a claim, and therefore it's completely pointless. So instead they have this temp fix. So this temp fix is interesting because what it does is it essentially spawns the NM already claimed. And you say, well, how is it already claimed? Because what it does is it scans the area, looks at eligible, quote, adventurers, and the eligibility is you're 65 plus and you're in the area, like it's not the zone, it's the area. And then it automatically picks somebody from that lottery system. For context, that's kind of how the loot system works, or the lottery system works now. I say lottery, I mean claim shield works now. So instead now, the claim shield, instead how it works normally is the H&M spawns, there's like a 2 to 5 to sometimes 10-second window where you can get an action on it. And then based on those actions, it assigns the claim. Now granted, you don't have to be 65 to do an action. You do have to be in the area. You have to be actually kind of close, right? I love the auto-claim. This may be worth my time to join it. I mean, you could try it, Devo. It's only temporary, though. It's only thing to keep in mind. It's only temporary, and it's based on these H&Ms. So if you look, some of those, like Zip, Mother Globe, those are H&Ms, or they're just normal NMs in Sky. So you don't even have, if you want to try it, you don't even have to do H&M shells. But yeah. The reason, so what they said would happen was with the claim shield, especially with these mobs all spawning in singles, yeah, it's going to be wild. Yeah, so Babak, they already talked about how there's going to be like AFK people, like, right, like you just have a party with you, and if someone's AFK, it doesn't matter because they're in your party, so you can just claim, like, you have the tank who's active and they just, you know, get hate or whatever. The thing that was interesting, though, was they said for whatever reason, Claim Shield just suddenly created lag. So I remember there's a King Arthro, and we had like 80 claims on it, and they were like, oh, pop. And it was super far from me. So I'm a white mage. I can't run there very fast. But I was still able to like walk over there like 15 seconds later and cast flash on it. And the entire server was lagging. Like, it was so laggy. Like, people, like, I remember one time it popped right in front of me, and I didn't even spam a macro. I just hit enter. Because it would like enter, magic, flash, target. And I just spammed it. And, oh, actually, I might have these screenshots. No, I don't have these screenshots. But it would literally say, like, you must select a valid target. You must select it. And I'm like, King Arthur's right there. His name is White. I'm selecting on him. Better not be in a buff, let's say, okay, because you're gonna die. I know, right? I know. But yeah, that was the thing, was like, it was so insanely laggy. And I remember, like, I did that for Flash, and then I was able to switch to Holy, and I started doing it for Holy. And it was like 30 seconds to a minute. And like everybody just like, and like, I was gonna say everybody teleported on top of it because like the game was so laggy, I couldn't see them walk. They just were out of my view and then on top of him. And it was incredibly laggy. I don't have the video anymore, but we actually claimed Tiamat. And we had to fight Tiamat for an hour with that kind of lag. It was insane. Like the claim shield was really bad. Like our entire like Discord, so this was with Were Dragon. But Nathan was like, oh my god, I'm dying. I'm like, Nathan, you are at full health on my screen. He was at full health on my screen. He was at like 50 health on his screen. And it was one of those things where it was like, we had to like communicate like, hey, I'm getting hit. Hey, my buffs are wearing. Because like, we genuinely couldn't see it. And it was so laggy on our own games. Like, just the way things would tick down. People would move, etc. And I remember like, we went through like 3 sets of tanks just because like tanks couldn't cast shadow. So every time Tiamat landed, they would spam their shadow button and nothing would happen. So they would sit there for like 30 seconds just getting punched in the face. And it was, yeah. And it was really bad. So them taking time to fix this is good because like you could not like, so that was the Tiamat. We had 2 full parties of summoners, but it still took us over an hour to kill Tiamat because it was just so laggy. And like we couldn't figure out why. Like one guy said he had no lag at all, but it like me and a couple of the tanks and like I think one of the bards like had just insane amount of lag. And so like it was really funny. It was like the most like communicative we were through an entire H&M because like nobody could rely what was on their screen. Like I think at one point, I think Nathan reset Tiamat and like moved her around, and he was like verbally describing. He's like, "Put your summons away. I'm moving Tiamat, etc." What up, Apex? How are you, dude? I've been streaming for 50 minutes on the dot. Oh my god, I didn't run ads. Hopefully you guys aren't getting ads. I'm so sorry if you're getting ads. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, it's insane. It was insane. So they need to fix this claim shield because it's really like messed up. Super buggy, etc. The thing to keep in mind though is it's temporary. Hopefully it just creates less lag in these zones. Twitch Turbo for the win? Hell yeah, dude. I don't know why Twitch doesn't push Turbo more. I feel like they'd make so much money if they did, but whatever. I talked a bit. Help my face. I talked a bit about monitoring of staff and people with insider knowledge because I also talked about how a lot of people knew 1.2 was coming. It's good that the devs specifically call out staff expectations because we all know devs play the game. They have their dev accounts and then they have their player accounts and their expectations for those devs. I think this is great. The problem is can people see any of that insight, right? Like, are they gonna actually call out like, hey, this person's a dev character and they cheated, therefore we're gonna ban them because they used insider information? Like, I don't think they ever will, but I think that kind of level of transparency would be good. I'm thinking like T20 from CCP, right? There was this whole ordeal. I think also having internal accountability not only allows players in the community to trust the server more, but I think it allows devs to trust each other more too. I don't know anything about the inner workings of Horizon, but I think if you can't trust your own fellow community dev members, it's going to be really difficult to go forward. And so I don't know if they posted this just as a general reminder to the player base, or if there's something had happened. I know I mentioned like I knew leaks about the belts and the belt updates. I felt like everybody knew about those, so I don't know if that was like something that you think something happened. I mean, so I talked about like the Swift belt stuff, right? Like everybody knew the belts were going to drop in price. That's why they've been dropping in price, not because people are getting them, but they knew something was coming out and it was a replacement in the H&Ms. And it was one of those things of like, okay, if everybody knows, like I'm not on the official Horizon Discord, but was this posted on Discord and I just didn't read it, or did somebody leak it, sort of thing, and everybody heard about it, right? Good way to tell everybody not to bug the devs for hints. Yeah, that's also a good way too. Although I like to think if you know a dev on their character, I would like to think people don't do that, but that I don't know. But yeah. If you're ever looking for an internal affairs person, let me know because I love investigating things. That's what I do every day in my day job. Right now, we're investigating issues with our software that we paid a ton of money for, and it's not doing its job. So, that's me. Haha, fun IT person. Yay. I love querying shit. But yeah, this kind of stuff I think is good though. Yeah. You must be one of your clients. Maybe did your software break and allow delegation of authority without explicit like permission? Because that's what we're having. We have people like approving things and they don't realize it's above their spending limit, and it is, and it's not escalating. And we're like, oh, that's really bad. Hopefully we were supposed to play these. We're fine, but it makes me feel like they need to include the auditors sooner with a system implementation to test and validate controls, and not just relying on the vendors to tell us. But yeah. Well, first you're in fintech. That's real. Maybe, yeah. Hey, dude, that's literally the exact same thing. Maybe I am one of your clients. That's funny. Disciplinary reasons at your work, those are fun. Ooh, that's rough. What up, Charlie? How are you? How are you, Raven? How have you been? Second, you once had a dev leave debug code in, delay when logging with the password. Are you serious? You're doing good. Miss you. Dude, miss you too. You can come join Were Dragon if you want. This was the last of my patch notes. This isn't really a patch notes, but in case you're like were living under a rock, or you're like in bed on your phone, the server's currently down there doing emergency maintenance. And banking core software, dude. Every time I get access to something, I try the password. It's so much fun. Yeah. That's insane though, dude. I can't believe that actually happened. We one time at my old job, we had developers get permissions taken away, so they use service accounts to give themselves the same permissions. Yeah, they were fired pretty quickly. You will always be my friends. I'm not in friends though. Definitely not gonna join them. But yeah, so the emergency, they haven't updated. I don't know if you guys can hear the music in the background. The server's still down, dude. What the frick? I can go double check to make sure they haven't pushed. No. It says 2 hours ago. It's literally been 2 hours. We're at the 2 hour mark. I started at the 1 hour mark. Now we're at the 2 hour mark. So yeah, server's still not up. I'm not sure. You want to play? Her trotter boots were bugged? Ooh, that could be. I do know. Let me actually see if I can find that screenshot. Oh, they must have, was that related to this? Where they now replace her strider boots, but maybe it's not working. I know they said some of the H&Ms, something, oh, 100% drop rate. Ooh, that's rough. They did have something where they said the H&Ms weren't working right, so they were resetting, quote, server first, but they weren't taking away people's loot. And I think that's really nice, because, like, I find it really weird that they punish people for, you know, going and getting loot, not realizing something was bugged, having no idea, right? And then they just get punished for it. It's super dumb. But I'm glad, it seems like the devs have kind of taken a different approach about it, which I think is good. If it is an unknown exploit, it's not their fault, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Some of the gens deserve to be punished for playing this game still. It's part of the price we pay. That is very true, but still. Like, I feel bad for them. Best of an imperfect situation. Yeah, so like I think back to like Waking the Beast, like the players enter Waking the Beast, it ends, they get a yin yang rub, and they're like, oh my gosh, we got a yin yang rub, I can't believe it, guys, we did so good. And then the devs show up and they're like, hey man, it's bugged, you gotta drop the yin yang rub. And it's like, they're like, well, how the fuck were you supposed to know? Like, if you're like me, like the H&Ms, nobody has any idea, right? There's no evidence. But if you're also like me, I don't go out and research stuff before I do it. I'm like, you know what? I want to go in and try it. I did the BC&M yesterday, Wild Wild Whiskers. No idea what I was doing. The ninja was like, hey man, just make sure you have stone already, because this thing will stone me, or petrify me. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so like, that's the only thing I had prepared. And then I was like, let's debuff the mob. Let's cure my friend, right? Like normal shit. And like, I think that's fun to play the game. I absolutely love playing the game like that. But yeah. And so like even my H&M group, I think some of them are gonna like research and Google and stuff. Or, you know, watch other, just white maging around. Yeah. It's easy being a white mage. White mage is always reactionary anyway. Fight together as a team when everyone knows how to do their jobs. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That's how my H&M group is gonna do it. What is it? I'm trying to think. They talked about, they were like, hey, how do you guys prefer that we prep, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I just want to go in blind. And they're like, okay, you do that, right? But I think some of them are gonna actually prep. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I thought I had more stuff to share here. Maybe I didn't. I could go through the DAT files. Oh, the other thing. In case you guys were living under a rock. This was last week? Was this last Sunday? It was. So if you ever do uninvited guests, you know Monarch Lynn only has like 3 instances available, and it has like 2,000 people trying to get in on a Sunday. So if you spam the key item and you accidentally enter somebody else's BC&M, you can't get it back. The devs are apparently tired of having to assign a GM to sit there and kind of fix things. But apparently that's according to player error and not them fucking up their buggy code. My thought is just make more instances, but apparently that's difficult. But what do I know? It'll be interesting to see if people do a line. I used to do it every Sunday, but I did it like later in the day. You not believe it is instances. So they do have, because you can see who's in there and how many instances they have. But yeah, apparently they only have 3. And that also includes like if you're running like the Promethea missions or whatever. You have the same set. Oh, this is just Reese's. This is Reese's. I got them a few years ago when they had like Reese's gift sets for Christmas, and it included candy and coffee mugs, and I bought a shit ton of them. So I have like 4 of these mugs. I sent one to Liara too. Some orange. Oh, the same orange color. Yeah. I like them. I can drink coffee or wine out of them. Right now I have coffee. Partner dispatch. Thank you, Twitch. Stream Together beta is now open. Customer support. They have a partner dispatch for Twitch, and like I never learn anything new. Now live on your channel. Oh, I got my own Discord or email for being live on my own Twitch. That's neat. Not Twitch, YouTube. Reese's Mug Gang. Hell yeah, dude. I have a couple more too. Live space is pretty quiet. No one's ever talked to me on YouTube. So I'm assuming people don't really watch YouTube. I should also include, I have no idea how YouTube works. Live chat, all messages are visible. It didn't even have me on live chat. Edit? Details. Oh, visibility, 18 plus only. Public, age restricted. Oh, I said you had to be 18. Maybe I should fix that. Because I know final... Oh, I couldn't even set the game. Okay, I did this all wrong on playlist. This audience is not for kids. Never. No, don't restrict to 18 only. Oh, I think it's probably because I swore. Paid promotion, a lot automatic chapters and key moment. Okay, I don't care about that. Stream language. You guys are watching me do my title and description. Release, recording date, stream location. Recording date is technically today. Allow embed. Sort by newest. Save. Oh, maybe that'll help. Okay. I'm so bad at this. This is my first time streaming on YouTube on this channel. I stream on YouTube for my school, which is really easy because we just turn chat off and then we just watch the health. So it's super easy. And then I tell my students they can't swear, which is weird because I'm the one who always swears. Okay, but yeah. I don't think I have anything else like news. Oh, I could show the DAT files. Maybe I could pull up DAT files. Do you guys want to see the DATs? Have you seen those, Raven? I don't know if you've seen them, Babak. I wonder if these got deleted. No, never mind. I don't think they did. Here we go. Oh, this was so long ago. Okay. Not the new ones. You're just poking through some. Do you guys want to scroll through them? They're super secret because you can't post them on the official Discord. There were some white mage ones. Hold up, dude. Someone pinged me the white mage. I'm gonna show you guys the white mage ones. That's all I care about. Sorry, this is my stream. Mentions. Okay. Holy shit, dude. There we go. Save image. I really like this music. It is super nostalgia for me. These are my two favorite things. I'm going to bully my shell to let me have these. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Haste back and move speed neck. Yeah. Between move speed neck and... Wait. There's a move speed neck? I thought it was... Ooh. Trial high drop rate strider is going to tank. Yeah. People very grumpy about that. Here we go. So you see the white mage can use bravura. Joke. Haha. I'm so funny. Well, ignore bravura. So this is a staff. Cure casting time negative. Enhance potency of regen. Right? So it's super good for regen. This patch is all win since you don't have striders. You're a thief main? Yeah, dude. Dude, you're so happy then. I mean, even if you had striders, you don't have to worry about it, right? Dude, white mage is pimp. So my guess is this is for like min-maxers. So either you have really high cure potency already, or you do the Ashita cast where you put this at the start casting cure, and then by the time it ends, you equip like your light staff or Apollos. And then white mage on your ult, and you love it. You guess until now you don't have a white mage carrying. I know. I never know how people are always like, I love red mage. Like, I feel so weak as red mage. But granted, my red mage isn't built well. Like, I don't have a lot of like my macro sets, etc. My white mage, I'm like super strong. Seem like doo doo. Does the white mage relic chest already do the same, or is that staff with the same chest? Yes. So I'm guessing they stack. I hope they stack. That's a good question though, because like if you do these two regions, or these two regen pieces together would be so strong. Lower mage on 14 at the moment. It's such a weird class. Yeah. HMP for white mage still broken and regen provided. Yeah. Usually shit stacks. Yeah. I would hope they would make it stack. It would be really weird if not. Like if they didn't make it stack, I don't know why most people would have this unless you have like I said, it's for like the min maxers. I think for me, like cure casting time, like I have cure clogs, which I think is like it's either 15 or 25, and probably 20. But it's like pretty low casting, but like you can stack that. Plus I have my cure casting merits. Like you can probably instantly cast cures, like super good shit. And then depending what you're fighting, so if you already have really high cure potency already, so like maybe you want like a cure 3 to go off as fast as possible instead of curing as much as possible. You miss your white mage all? Eh. I love white mage. Like every time when we would do Dynamis Lord or any type of Zerg, every time I had a Dark Knight, I would Divine Seal regen them, and I would send them a top, be like, go ham, homie. You're strong. I believe. And they would just go in, and I was literally like, cure 3, cure 4, cure 5, cure 3, cure 4, cure 5. I was just like spamming the buttons or whatever. What are your merits? Bar spells and cure. Yes. Cure casting. Devo. I did debate on the regen, but I don't use regen as much in game. And I noticed before I did it, a lot of people would die while I was mid-cast, so I feel better. But yeah, this is, I think this is strong. I don't know where it drops. So before you guys ask me that, I have no freaking idea. And then the other white mage item is also really strong. Here, this one. Let's go, dude. Healing magic recast 10%, and then MP recovered on debuff removal. Mostly regen white mage. Oh, so if you're mostly regen, then definitely do regen. But I have no idea where it drops. I'm guessing these drop from H&Ms. That's, no, H-E-N-M, sorry. Not H&Ms. But this one's also really strong. The MP recovered on debuff removal, super strong. So, like, you should have this, with, like, on your macro set whenever you're casting Erase or Varuna. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but, like, I think it's, like, Varuna, Kursna, and Stona are all, like, an insane amount of MP. So if you have to do your entire party, 5 people, it ends up being, like, 120 or more MP. Plus the time that it takes to cast. Erase is also very similar. Erase takes forever to cast. So this is one of those where, like, this will help at least kind of mitigate. No Yag Rush. You can't get Yag Rush yet. That's not in game yet. That's for treasures, and treasures isn't coming out till like summer. But I think this one's really strong. The healing magic recast plus 10%. I don't know if that means it takes longer to recast it, or if, because that seems like, why would you do it then? But maybe that's it. So healing magic, so that would be your cures. Raise is a healing magic skill, and then I believe the Na spells, the debuff removal spells. I think Erase might be enhancing. No, actually, I think they all might be healing magic. And I only know that because I remember one time I would like cast Poisona and it's like healing magic increase. I'm like, that's a healing magic skill? So I don't know if that's saying, hey, we're going to make it take longer, which seems really silly. But if they're trying to say, hey, we don't want this to be so overpoweredly broken, I could see them doing that. For the MP. The MP recovered? Yeah. Well, yeah, you're a Galka. You should definitely love that. But I like it. Should be interesting. As I say, if that's healing magic recast, depends on how much MP you get back and what you're removing, if it's worth it. Yeah. All good news for your Galka white mage. Yeah. Yeah, if it makes it take longer to cast stuff, I do not want to be doing that on Erase. But if you're doing like a Divine Seal Varuna or a Divine Seal Erase, like 100% do it, right? You get all this MP back, and then you would also do then you'd have to recast it again. The one thing that would be really nice, and this is me being a whiny entitled white mage just saying right now, but welcome to Live Space. It's great to have you here. Have a great stream. Thank you, Sponge. I appreciate you. Good luck studying. It's my Live Space homies. Wait, my heart doesn't actually convert to a heart. I hate this. Message not allowed. Oh, it's because it's the text. Okay. Maybe that is better though. Oh crap, what was I saying? Oh yeah, me being a whiny white mage. I would definitely want erase to apply to Alliance. Galka we take Sandoria when server comes back online. Why would you focus on Sandoria first? Oh, I guess Galkans probably don't like Elven. Elven are asshole. How are you, Twitchy Poo? But yeah, it's fun stuff. This is my White Mage stuff. Absolutely love it. There were a few items that were like for Corsair, and I remember looking through these and I was like, why the fuck would they put in Corsair stuff? Like, that makes no sense. But, it is what it is. One thing to call out. Let me save this. So a lot of people will realize this with some of the H&M stuff. I want to make sure you guys are aware. So these are the DAT files, how like a lot of people presented them to me. So this is kind of what it looked like. So these are just like the screenshots. And so if you look, the one to the left says Corsair, and also says level 99. So you're gonna be like, Rain, why the fuck would you include that? And I'm like, I don't know, they included it. Hume are the worst. Hume's already in Bastock though. The Tar are terrible. Asian 2 more times to complete the new Juno quest. Sorry, I keep coughing. Sure the humans don't try and steal me rocks. Oh my gosh. Wait, oh yeah, the new quests, people, that you're right, Devo. Sorry. I was around a bunch of teenagers yesterday, so I probably got sick from the big contest. Contest, tournament, playoffs, whatever. But yeah, people were saying that they have the Juno, so you run faster in Juno. What is it? The Juno Akaton? Akaton? I don't know what you call it. It makes you zoomy in Juno. So someone said that the quest was for that, which would actually be really neat. Oh crap. Oh yeah. So there are more items that are in. And so this one says adaptive, right? It says Io's male. You can see kind of level 75, the jobs. You know, it looks, I'm kind of dumb, but it looks pretty good. Like if I were like, hey, I want to level a melee, but it says adaptive. And so I don't know if you guys remember from the Moghouse meeting, adaptive meant that the buffs would change depending on your job. You guys gonna hear I'm raspy? Like, blah. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I thought drinking water would fix it. It did not. I should have done tea with honey instead of coffee. Right, so the other time we've seen this is, oof, this item. So if you look, oh wow, it actually minimized. Body's name is a secret. So it says 75, and then it lists Red Mage, White Mage, Black Mage, Bard, Summoner, and it says body, quote, adaptive. And that means if a White Mage has it equipped, you get the MP +5 plus a rise. If a Red Mage has it equipped, you get refresh +1, blah, 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 versus a Summoner, right? And so that's what the adaptive means. The issue here, right, is this doesn't look like an in-game item, whereas like here, it looks like the in-game item. So we don't know what adaptive means. We don't like, so we have different effects, blah, blah, different effects based on War, Dark Beast, or Dragoon. Well, those could be anything, right? Like maybe, like unless you have all 4 leveled, and like, good for in-game. Sorry, my cat wants to say hi. She wants to smell my face. She loves smelling my face. But what does it truly mean? Yeah, the Bard, yeah, so the Bard one, right? So like when I looked at this, the first thing I said was, I'm a White Mage, MP doesn't matter to me, based on how I play, and I don't know what a rise means, right? Like, what the fuck does a rise mean, right? Whereas, like, if you're Bard, you're like, oh, I definitely know what all this shit means. Like, that's super cool. Or Summoner, I know what this shit means, right? Summoners, I remember a lot of Summoners saying, like, Earthen Ward hits 200, going to 225 does not make that bit of difference, right? Now, if it's at 25%, then it'd be, like, 50 overall or whatever. But this is where it's like, so if this drops in like a loot pool, we're gonna want to know exactly what the adaptive means, right? Because the last thing we want is for like it to show up in a loot pool, nobody knows what it means, so like someone's like, well, it says warrior can equip it, so I'm a warrior, so I'm just gonna go and equip it, and then it turns out it's dog shit, right? So like here you can see how this stuff drops, right? Right here. Whoops, that's tiny. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's do this. right? So like if this were just to say, let's move this one. Right, so instead of like Valter's ring, it says Io's Mayo. Like, how the fuck are you gonna know what it means? All right, targets of Arise, yes. Yeah, so you can Google it to know what it means, right? But I have 5 minutes to know if I should roll on that or not, or if the red mages and black mages should roll on it, right? Conserve MP plus 10 for when you war white mage. Brady guide meta strats. Please no, dude. But yeah, so if it's one of these things where you're just like, I don't really know what I'm doing, what's a Valter's ring? Like, people are gonna be so annoyed and frustrated. Like, and I don't blame them. Like, it freaking makes sense. But yeah, like that's... Let me see if I can find where the Valter's ring is. I don't think Valter's ring... Pickpocket loot. Valter's ring, I found it. Save image. Okay. Valter's ring's easy. Because it's for only Dragoon. How convenient. Who decided this? Let's do Valter. I spelled Valter's ring, right? So, like, let me see. Is it this image? This image. Properties. Alright, so if you have Valter's ring, right? So here it shows the Valter's ring, right? So you're like, oh, okay. Valter's ring drops. Says it's for Dragoon. Right? Does this look good for Dragoon? Accuracy minus, is that worth? Well, when you're jumping. Oh, high jump accuracy is negative? Oh, that might be bad. But enhances high jump effects? Maybe that's worth. Maybe it's worth doing that. I don't freaking know. I'm not a Dragoon. Right, but that's kind of like the thought process of like, alright, it's basically a permanent raise 3. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. Be more for mitigation. Probably means shed more hate, but less likely to hit. Do you still shed hate if it doesn't hit? Or does it have to hit in order to shed hate? That's the ultimate question. Because maybe you tolerate the fact that it doesn't hit because you don't care for the damage. Yes, just going flying shreds it. So yeah, so maybe you're like, I don't care if it does damage, I just need to shed the hate. Percentage from high and full from super. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. But yeah, so maybe that's worth it, right? And so if you're a Dragoon, you're like, fuck yeah, dude. Right? But if you get this random freaking item and you're like, oops, not that one. But yeah, if you get the random item, you're like, I don't know what adaptive means. And like all you can read is it saying adaptive, and you're just like, oh my god, dude, I don't know what this means. Do I roll on it? Do I not? Like, people aren't gonna freaking know, right? So hopefully it lists stuff out, because play and find out of like, hey guys, you got this really rare item, haha, good luck knowing what it is, and you have to spend another month at least to try and grind it is gonna suck. No one's gonna do it, right? So hopefully, like, if it were, let me do this. So hopefully if it's listed like this, good. But the way, I don't know if it's actually gonna show that in the game. Black Mage subject room for Kieran. Oh yeah, that's what Rare Dragon and Uli did. Uli started that trend. We're all like, I think our first Prudence, Jailer of Prudence, all our Black Mages came sub Dragoon, and they all just spam shit and then jumped, and some of them still died. The hate shedding didn't always work. Some of them still died, but it was a lot of fun. Adaptive equals vid. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for those H&M groups where like, everybody kind of has a black mage, or everybody has certain classes, right? People aren't really focused into a role. Like me, I'm focused on my white mage. So if we have a red mage, I'm gonna be like, nope, you're a red mage. Other people can get it. But yeah, it should be interesting. That's the adaptive piece. That's not the button I wanted. No, I don't want that one either. This one. But yeah, some of these are the DAP files you guys can see. The Corsair stuff is kind of pointless, because it's like, who has 99 Corsair, right? That stuff like it's almost like they put it in game to then be able to change it. Do you guys want more DAP files? Are there any ones you want to see? Some of these look really dumb. Hold up, I'm gonna look for the move speed one. Where's the move speed neck piece? I found a double attack neck piece. Sprinter's belt. I'm bad at this. Look, some piece of adapt together that works out well for main jobs. Save mod order space for those that play multiple jobs. That is true. If that's what people want. Conserve TP. Ooh. Fancy. They just need to give away more space. I know, that's the struggle though, right? I remember back in the day, like I considered my items based, like I think I had like one neck piece, and I decided on it because I had both like mana and mind. And I was like, this is the best thing I can do. I shouldn't have multiple like neck pieces or whatever. Give me the DAT news, teach you about this system. Yes, I'm gonna be a white mage forever. I'm a strong white mage. I love it. Unless they like do something crazy and like nerf it into the ground where I just hate my life, I'm definitely gonna do it. Bonus damage added to magic burst. Ooh, I like that. Adaptive. Adaptive. Haste plus 6. Nimble belt. I was gonna say haste plus sick, which would make no sense. Conserve TP. Effects received plus 5%. Yo, let's go. Are you serious? Effects received plus 5%. Duration of enhancing duration of enhancing magic effects received. Yo, that's so strong, dude. I love it. That's for like paladin. So strong. Dream Caller. Oh wait, right here. Increases resistance to all status ailments. Adds regen. There's magic sand. That's so funny. Magic burst enmity reduced. Oh, that's so strong. Okay. White mage can use it, but it's probably not that strong. Ancient egg. Ammo. Oh. MP not depleted when magic use. Bonus magic added to magic burst. Let's go, dude. I'm so strong. I'm gonna be so strong when I get these. Do they have bullets for ranger? Ballad duration. Ultima's left arm. Adaptive. I don't know what the fuck. Please watch the VOD. There's no news. There's no good reason to make people fight with inventory space in this game. Please watch the VOD. You came for Frank's beard. I don't know you, but you're out of wardrobe space between Bard, White Mage, and Summoner. How, dude? Dude, I have just white. My White Mage uses all of one inventory thing. One wardrobe. Alt character to play melee. Get excited about Magic Burst. Dude, isn't that right though, Jake? Magic Burst is so strong. Like, get that holy damage in. I remember I would always like... I'd tell the other white mages they were cheating when they would do more Magic Burst than me. I'd be like, what the fuck? How'd you do that? You're cheating, bro. They'd be like, what the fuck? It was so much fun. Oh yeah, they have a new Ace's Helm equivalent. Haste plus 5. They have a ring with haste plus 1. Oh, for dark. That's so cool. There's a beast item. Ooh, this one has latent effects, but nobody knows what they are. That's gonna be fun. Or so many equip sets and instruments. What are you reading out loud? So I'm looking... I have, somebody dumped a bunch of DAT files, and so what I have to do is I have to save them and then share them in order to share them with you guys. And so what I'm doing is I'm just like reading through them just to see if any of these are worth sharing. I'm a white mage though, so you guys are probably like all into this stuff and I'm like, I don't care. Furia Shield was the one I showed earlier. So, actually I can show you guys that one. Let me see if I can find it. If you guys are getting annoyed at the music, you can tell them to do the patch faster. Yeah, this one. Okay. So this was the shield. The assumption is this one drops from Vertra. So this one looks pretty good. We all care about our white mages. Yeah, dude. White mage #1. That's all we care about. Vertra's pretty fun though. Oh no, my voice. That better? Test. Okay. So I'm fine. I'm fine. That screenshot you had legit about yes? Yes it was, Jake. Yes. Beastie was right, dude. Oh no. What is this? Transform, reset. There we go. Dude, BC was fucking right. Right, look at that. We're gonna zoom in for the people. For the mobile people, there's Protectra 5. We're so strong, dude. White mages, rejoice. We're strong. You just woke up. Furia Shield plus a multi-hit weapon. I know, right? Dude, imagine, and like, if you need it for, what is it, like, people talk about how Thief always needs to sub Ninja for dual wield or whatever. I don't know. What's a Calican? Oh, yes, that's an H&M. Yep. I think I don't remember which one. So the starter H&Ms are based on their names, and they're also based on, what would you call them? The Juno H&Ms, I think is what they're called. Or is it the Juno Kings? There was a time where like Rock and Circuit were H&Ms. So it's kind of based on those. I say kind of, because it's not 100% based on those. Or at least a 1-to-1 ratio. So Decapod, Despotic Decapod, is based on King Arthur. Ruinous Rocks is based on Rock, the bird. And then Sacred Scorpions is based on KV, or King Vingarunu. King Viner, I don't know how you say it. KV. Which drops aces, so then the concept is there have been items within the game that come through these DAT files that show a speedbelt replacement, which drops from King Arthur, a staff replacement, which drops from Rock, and then a Ace's Helm, which drops from KV. Replacement. Pre-Zillart, pre-innate. Yes, exactly, Babak. Yeah. Figure she'll make the weapon hit more than 8 times. There was a hard limit on Edom. That was the hard limit? Dude, I wonder if they developed it better. But yeah, so that's the thought process. If you look at some of the names, hold up. So if you look above, okay, hold on. I'm gonna use my hands. So if you look all the way at the top with that mail, it says Io's mail. If you look like right here to the far left, it says Io. So I'm assuming, right? If you have like 2 brain cells like I do, you can think, oh, Io's gonna drop Io's mail, right? Like you're just like, oh wow, Rain, that's so intelligent. Thank you. I know. I'm like dropping truth bombs out here. I just, you know, it is what it is. Oh, here's the buffalo helm. Okay. Hold on. Let me save this. I'm gonna fuck it. I'll just save all of these. Buffalo. We're gonna go here. Save. And then we're gonna do Io's helm. Save image. Io helm. I don't know. I need a bigger mouse pad. Sorry, the mouse pad comment reminded me of the one time on Open Comms we talked about mouse pads because CCP was giving away mouse pads if people designed a mouse pad and or designed a graphic to put on a mouse pad. And everyone discussed, and it slowly turned into like innuendos with mouse pads. So that became a running theme, and so me saying I need a bigger mouse pad cracked me up. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Because we're in Council of the Zillart, now we have to fight Sid, Kumalat, Emo Paladin, some dude all at once. Dude, maybe. I don't actually know, right? But if you look, okay. So here are the things. We're gonna hide. We'll hide this one. Nope, that's Tina. We'll hide this one. Okay, so I'm gonna lock. Which one did I lock in place? Okay, we locked that one in. So then there are other items, right? So if you look at it says what did it say? I don't know what it said. I'll read it when I come back. Someone says Ultimega, right? It's like Ultima plus Omega. Oh my gosh, Rain, you're so smart, right? And if you look, there's an Ultima's left arm item. Oh my gosh, right? And so the thought is that item probably drops from right here. Like, oh, wow, Rain, you're so smart. Okay, right? So, but when you're looking at the DAT files, you can kind of make some assumptions. The Ultima's left arm is really funny because I think that's a Final Fantasy XIV reference. There is the dude who got his arm chopped off. Not going to spoil it. I only know that because 1, I played the game. 2, I remember being in a party and I was like, why does that guy say so-and-so's left arm? I think it's a fucking joke. This is like 3D chess jokes, dude. But I have 2 brain cells, so I figured it out. You're home and alpha ultra omega, you'll shit a chicken. They did adjust those drop rates too, right? We saw earlier, where's the buffalo? Here's the little buffalo. So the buffalo helm, right? So if you look at how dorky that helm looks, I agree. Super freaking dorky. We're gonna do this. I pressed. Wait. We're gonna do this. Oops. Here we go. So, right, so somebody already got that new helm piece, right? So if you're like, Rain, all these DAT files, blah, blah, blah. They're not always in this stuff. It can be through other things. So we're going to show this one, right? So here's the helm piece actually on a person. Look how cute that is. It's so cute. You don't have to see me. Look at that. And that came from a BCNM as far as I'm aware, right? You haven't touched Limbus? Dude, Limbus is so much fun. Why would you not do that? I think Ancient Beast coins are dropping in price too. So like, if you don't want to touch it, you can still play it. But yeah, so if you look at all like the names, they kind of hint at stuff. Like Minogame probably is a Minotaur, which are those really fucking annoying things. Proto Ultima Mega, it's probably some robot thing. Tomberry Sovereign, probably a Tomberry with a crown. Premortal Behemoth, probably a Behemoth. Like, wow, dude, we're so smart. The Mammoths, also probably Mammoths. Everyone has been like hoarding, I was gonna call it Yellow P. It was Yellow Liquid, the item which is used against Mammoths, I'm pretty sure. Io sounds really familiar. I always think of like the robots, but I actually don't know. Maybe it's a person. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I'm probably thinking of Dota 2 with the Dota stuff. But yeah. That's kind of a lemonade. Maybe. There's something called Yellow Liquid and everybody makes pee jokes. It's actually kind of funny. Tina, what are you doing? I think I just heard her jump from like my counter to the floor and like chirp, which means she probably knocked something off. Super annoying. But yeah. Kiki, what wrong? Well, what do you mean? Well, come here. Come here. Go say hi. Come here. It could be a Mother Globe. IO automation be kind of like pre-TOA. Yeah, I think of like Mother Globe. Like for some reason that's what I think of, and I don't know why. Cause IO's the Dota 2 champion, so I don't know if there's something else. But who knows? But that's like my thought for what these fights are and how to pronounce IO switch on PCs. On PCs, no. Yeah, that's my thought for all of these. I think it'd be interesting. I've heard I think everybody cleared like the first wave instantly, even after they've updated it. They're gonna update it again. That's what this patch is for. So it'll be really interesting to see like the fights. I'm just excited for the fights because I think it's fun. I think it's fun to learn new things. And I'm with a group of people that aren't like old bitter vets. They're not like, no, we have to do it my way or the highway. This is how it worked back in 2004, so therefore this is how we have to do it. Like, there's none of that in my group, and I really, really appreciate that. There's nothing more annoying than like going back for nostalgia, and then you still get like the boomer idiots who are so dead set on whatever sort of strategy they want to do. Yeah. Should be fun stuff. Couldn't even get home from work before they shut down H&M. Yeah, I know, right? I was out all day yesterday, so yeah, I pinged this on my Discord. Should I drop the link for my Discord? I'll drop the link for you guys if you want. Sure. I don't like having like public links because that's how you get trolls. Oh my gosh, I'm pressing the wrong button. So I was out all day yesterday. I took the day off work, and my students actually went to state for Smash Bros. So it was like 6 of us coaches, 8 of us students. And they did really well. It was really rough. We were like in the biggest division. We got one team was kind of like not very sportsmanlike, but the second team was really sportsmanlike. But our students did really well. It was really rough. There were a lot of things we didn't take into consideration, nor did I think we actually knew about them. So the students were on a stage playing the game, and everybody could see it. The audio coming through was only for one of the games. So if any of the students relied on audio cues, I'm not sure if they had audio from where they were. People were cheering and screaming every time a student got a stock, which was like super hype. But I know one of our students was like, no, you guys, like, he doesn't even like people talking around him when he's playing. So I felt really bad for him. Also the stage fright. They're being streamed and broadcast. So there's always the input lag. For those who don't know, you play on a Switch, so you need the capture card. And really high-level players, obviously not me, will notice like input lag when they play. I never noticed that because like I played Animal Crossing or Pokemon like on my capture card because I just put it on my TV or whatever. But yeah, students notice stuff like that. They're really intimidated, but they did pretty good. I'm so proud of them. Saw the streams, but couldn't really tell who was playing. Did you really watch the streams? Nice. That's super cool. Yeah. So sometimes they would have it at the top. So the streamers, Sandrock went. I'm 100% playing Sandrock Apex. So you guys don't. I've been craving playing The Witcher and Sandrock, and Coral Island released. I have like 50 grand in Coral Island that I could do. I've been fighting off on it because Real life. So I had my stuff yesterday. That was so stressful, by the way. I don't know if you guys I don't know if you guys ever had to like wrangle like 10 kids and be responsible for them. Like I drove like this SUV. I'm not used to driving SUVs. It was like a normal car, just bigger. But like it was school. It was a school SUV, and so like heaven forbid if I got pulled over or anything happened to it. But then it was like super like intimidating because it would beep when I backed up, and I'm like not used to that. I'm like when you hear stuff that beeps when it backs up, you're thinking like a school bus or a semi, right? Or like a fucking U-Haul or not U-Haul, forklift or whatever. Maybe even a U-Haul. But like I was like oh my god, I can't do this. Like it's like blasting like beeping noises and like everyone's staring at me. I was like I can't back up, dude. Got performance anxiety or whatever. But yeah, it was wild. Hold on. Oh, I don't know. Right, I know. Forklift. I know. I want to get forklift certified. But yeah, it was one of those things where like I was just so intimidated. But I also, it was a lot of stress. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Like I've been saying, hey, I'm gonna do this thing, and then I just haven't done it because I've been so stressed. The thought of like wrangling up someone else's kids and then being responsible for them was like super intimidating. Like the worst thing that could ever happen to a parent is like losing their child, and then knowing that, and then like, hey mom and dad, it's gonna be me taking care of your kids. I'm just an adult teenager, like super intimidating. So like that was like really like stressful for me. I like unironically lost sleep because I was like having nightmares about like getting lost or like losing a kid or hitting a deer or something. Like I know I do have 99 nieces. For context, I never get worried strapping my nieces into my car and driving, but I was so worried about these like teenagers, right? I don't know why, because like one, they're teenagers. Two, they had zero fear. Everyone in my car was just like nobody paid attention to the way I drove or made a comment. There were some times where like people would pass me and I would like kind of like ride the shoulder because I was like my vehicle's big. I don't want to clip anyone. I don't want them to clip me. Like I was just so intimidated. Um, yeah, it was stuff like that. So like that stressed me out. But the students, I was so proud of my students. They did so well. Um, Vorth, did you say you saw the streams? Some of my students, I think my school was the only school that brought students to do commentary, and they actually helped like, so a local college hosted it, and they were like helping the guy, and like my mom said it was really funny because she was listening in, and she said like, they were adding really good color commentary. Oh no, my voice. I'm like a child going through puberty, dude. I was joking when I said I was a teenager. I don't mean it. But yeah, only briefly. It seemed like a lot of name entry. Yes, and it was a lot of effort. It was for like the whole event was done by pure volunteers. Everyone was really nice. It was hard to get information, but if I asked somebody, they always knew where to get the information. It's a watermelon for that. I know, right? But yeah, I thought it was a really good experience for our students. It was a really good experience for like me as an adult to like learn and be a part and help with that. It was so stressful, dude. Like there was one point where like we were like trying to scout enemy teams, like you would do for like sports. And I remember like one of the other coaches was actually helping me, like not our coaches in like a rival school. And it was even funnier because then we eventually played his team. But he was really nice and his students were really nice. Like it was heartwarming to see. Like I don't know if you guys, so in Iowa, esports is like taking off, but it's a lot of like navigating the gray of like what is and isn't like good for esports. But I remember like so we give a lot of autonomy to our students because our students are high school students, right? Like they're working jobs, they're driving cars, like they're making decisions. So we said, you know what? They're strong, independent high schoolers. They can go up there, get on stage, press all the buttons they need, fix their control set. Like we don't have to handhold them through that stuff. But it was really funny because like I remember pointing out StarCraft 2, yeah, there was no StarCraft 2. Some of them played Siege, Rainbow Six Siege, and we were like, we are not having our high schoolers having to sign a release form for like an 18 plus game. Like, nope, not doing that. But it was really funny because like you could see the students and like you could see, so like we could watch them set up their controls. Like every time they would enter their name, like set up their controls, they would use a lot of times their gamer tag, which was always really funny. But it was also interesting because like you could see them like interacting in the chairs, like just the body language, and 99% of the time you could see like one student would do his fist like this and then the other student would like fist bump, and like that's how they started. Like you could tell like they were talking like, hey, let's go. And like they were really friendly towards each other, and like even our own team, like they would always high five coming off the stage. And since we lost, like when we were losing, our students stayed up at the front to support whoever was playing. Like they didn't just leave or go outside or go get food. And I felt really bad. Like part of the logistics of setting it all up was like they didn't have enough chairs for the students to sit. They didn't have enough, space or seating. And vice versa, when our students were up there, we were keeping all their stuff safe in the back. A lot of like little logistic stuff that could have been figured out better. What, Tina? Well, come here. You guys can't hear her. She's chirping at me. She thinks I'm talking to her. But I was so proud of them, dude. They did so good. Like, one of our students is a notorious, like, taunter, trash talker. He had no issue. Like, he unbound his taunt key. Like, that's how serious he was about this event. And, like, he even told us, he's like, yeah, I taunted once. And we were like, well, you know what? We didn't see it, so you're fine. We did notice another student, like, teabagging, like, crouching up and down and smash. They call it teabagging, which is weird. Because you do it not like in shooters when you kill someone. You do it when the other person's, like, kind of off the stage. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm so proud of my students. So that's behind me now. It was so stressful, dude, trying to prepare all this, get all the information, get organized. I got a t-shirt. Like, all I got was this t-shirt. We didn't even win. But the good news was we got everybody home before dark. That was the other stress. Having to drive when there were deer out. The other car saw a deer. We thankfully did not. We saw a lot of horses and goats and sheep and cows. Every time we saw animals, I said horses. Well, everyone would look, and it would not be horses. But there were a few times we did see horses. But yeah, and then I have another real life update. I have surgery on Tuesday, so I'm doing like a minor outpatient surgery, which means I can't do any. It means anesthesia, and I'm more nervous about the anesthesia than the actual surgery. The surgery, they're like, worst that happens is you get internal bleeding, which sounds not minor. But they said it very rarely happens, and so I can't take like a giant list of medications like ibuprofen because it's a blood thinner. But I'm more nervous about getting anesthesiaed, and then having to like sleep all day. So if you don't hear from me Tuesday, that's why. I'm just gonna be passed the heck out. Also, where the fuck is this stream at? It's still offline. Okay, I'm gonna restart my launcher just in case. Is this stream still offline? It's still offline, dude. What if I just click play? This will work, right? What if the launch is just broken and I can play? It is not. It's hanging. No, dude. Oh, no, dude. I don't even get my cute music. Okay. We're sorry. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. We're back. We're fine. Boop. My cat does not like the boobs. She's real mad when I kiss her, too. Is that my Kiki? You so grumpy? But yeah. So now that's behind me, all I have is surgery, and I've been focused on the surgery. My biggest concern is that if something does go wrong, I have to fill out FMLA paperwork. I really don't want to fucking fill out FMLA paperwork, dude. Like, do you know how fucking tedious that shit is? So it's like, I either hope I do fine or I die. Either I 100% recover that Tuesday, or I just die because I don't want to fill out paperwork. I was going to have brain surgery for 5 days straight with a gamma knife. Bro, what? 5 days? Dude, I'd be so pissed. You have to spend 5 days under the... That's fucked up, dude. That's super fucked. That's so scary. I hope they're okay, Borith. That sounds really scary. But yeah. It's super intimidating stuff. Oops, that's me. That's me. Okay, we're gonna change this one to a different thing. There, we're gonna do that one. It's kind of relative. Somebody was gonna braid surgery. Yeah, they like strap down their head, and they stay. No, you're lying. You are. I would be even madder if I had to stay awake for 5 days straight. I had to do a HIDA scan for my gallbladder. I was gonna say liver. Technically, I guess it kind of was with the liver. But I had to do a HIDA scan. I had to stay still for an hour. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. The dude was like, you can sleep. And I was like, he doesn't tell me I was going to be stuck here not moving for an hour. So I had contacts in, which you can't sleep in contacts. You also can't have contacts on surgery. Or with anesthesia. So it fucks up your eyes. But yeah, my mom's going to be there. I'm kind of excited. She'll tell me all the crazy stories. Stay awake for brain surgery to check if they cut something you need. Oh no, that's scary. Open-sided MRI ones, you can't imagine the closed ones. Aren't MRIs like scary too? Because like you're just like surrounded by everything and it's just like woo 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 noises or whatever. I haven't done an MRI or a CAT scan before. Done a lot of X-rays. That's pretty much it. And blood draw, pretty much. Yeah. Oof. That mean, no, thank you. I kind of want to tell them, for my surgery, I just want to be like, what are the chances that you can just like give me a lot of alcohol or morphine, and then you just do it, and I just go home? But because I really don't like anesthesia, I get really mean on anesthesia. Actually, I probably assume everyone else does, right? Because essentially you have no memory, but as you're coming conscious and slowly getting memory, but you don't really have it. So like when I come out from under anesthesia, every time I'll try to talk to the nurse, and they always are just like treat me like a child because like I'm under anesthesia, which is fine, right? It's like a drunken idiot. But I get really mad about it because I'm like, I need answers. I just came out of surgery. How'd it go? What do I need to know? Can I go home yet? And they never want to tell me anything. Or they tell me, and then they tell me 200 times because I ask 200 times and I forget. And I've already told my mom, I'm like, Mom, when I come out of surgery, tell me if anything went wrong, tell me how soon I can come home, and let me know that the food is safe for me to eat because I'm gluten free. And I only told her the food's safe to eat because continuously this fucking hospital is like, yeah, and then we'll feed you. And I said, the food's gluten free, right? And they're like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, my allergy list says I'm allergic to gluten. Is your cafeteria going to serve me gluten? And they're like, oh, well, we'll double check. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I get to go have surgery and then throw up for hours because you guys are too fucking incompetent to like follow my medical chart, which I've told you 1,000, like, and it would bother me if I didn't tell them every fucking time I go in there, I'm allergic to gluten. I'm also allergic to like penicillin, but like they can always pay attention to the penicillin, but apparently not the gluten. But yeah, it's infuriating. Then once as a kid, after you get hit by, dude, that fucking sucks. I'm assuming you're all okay though, Vorith. If you got hit by a motorcycle as a kid, but you did the MRI and now you're here. Are you forever traumatized by motorcycles? But yeah, I'm pissed. So I told my mom, I was like, when I wake up, just tell me the food's safe to eat. And then I'm gonna have my mom just bring me food, because really what they're gonna do is serve me like fruit and toast and yogurt to make sure I get food in my system. Because when you go under anesthesia, you have to fast, which also makes me super fucking bitchy because I love food. You can't even drink water, by the way. I'm like, fuck it, dude. Like, might as well just die. I don't know. So it's really annoying. But yeah, I'll be hella grumpy during my surgery. And then I go home on Tuesday, right? So it's gonna be like super early Tuesday morning. Probably go home before noon, maybe afternoon, whenever I recover. Which means my mom has to take me home. And then she's like, you gotta just stay at her place. I just want to come home and sleep with Tina. Classic Final Fantasy. I know, right, Seema? That's what we're doing. Final Fantasy Classic. 11 Classic. But the server's not up. The server's still not up. Server's been down for 3 hours, by the way. I am so sorry. But yeah. It's fun. Oh no, dude, I lost my Twitch. When my surgery goes well, you're off to staying by friends, but you figured you'd pop and say, alright, hello Seema, thank you. Where's Hugan? Why is he not fixed? I know, Hugan, at Hugan. Where's server? Yeah, no, my surgery should go fine. I'm more concerned about the anesthesia than anything. I'm more concerned of like a slight... No, because I have a lot... Because it's Thanksgiving next week. I'm hoping to stream, dude. Maybe like... They'll keep me in the hospital and I can just play Final Fantasy and stream. Or Witcher, even. Actually, I've been craving The Witcher, by the way. I hope you guys all know this. But yeah. Fun shit. I should change all my... I should change this. How do I unlock? Properties. Browse. Yeah. Edit, reset, transfer. Yeah, dude. That's what I want. There we go. I like this better. Skip to 3. No, Boris. I have to beat them all in order, dude. That's how it goes. Should I add text? Should I like be passive aggressive? I'm so passive aggressive, dude. We're gonna make it black. Because right now the text is white. This is so passive aggressive. Okay, okay. Hold on, let me see. I have to find a good place to put this. Should I just put it on my head? I'll put it on my head. There we go. Hours since Horizon XI server. What up, Mr. Love Rubba? How are you? You'll be dead before you shut up. Actually, it has been a year since I played Witcher. There is other news. Did you guys hear about like the cat's eye? Is it cat's eye wings? I think. Here we go. I can take it from the cat's eye server. I'm not in the wings server, or was in the wings server. Save wings. Cat's eye. There we go. Here we go. Image. New. Create new image. 3. Browse. I'm narrating what I'm doing so you guys always know. Cat's eye. Did I not oh, wings. There. So what happened was there's a lot of private servers, right? So I always talk about Horizon because I'm playing on Horizon. So Ray, is this the whole server bus because of the HE? I think so. I think they're putting in patches and fixes currently. Here, I can show that to you. They said they were going to do minor bug fixes, but now I think that means major bug fixes. They were going to do it last night, but they wanted it right here. We have an emergency maintenance. Do you guys like how professional this stream looks? Oops, wrong button. Here, Tina. Move this side there. Alright. There we go. We're gonna lock everything. There. This is super professional, by the way. Hire me. So yeah, so Carver, part of Cat's Eye. You got a book in the background, you're sold. Professional as fuck. Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, so they talk about how the Wings server is going to shut down. So they're merging with Cat's Eye. Cat's Eye, so both are private servers. Wings, I actually don't know the details. Wings is obviously Wings of the Goddess. I don't know if Cat's Eye has Wings of the Goddess stuff, but I know Cat's Eye has all the jobs, so maybe it's everything. But it's all customized. And Cat's Eye does a lot of work with like custom loot, custom quests, etc. So they're making the merger with Wings customized because people obviously played on Wings over Cat's Eye for their own reasons, based on like certain criteria. So they're trying to make this merger happen. I've heard a lot of people have been upset about it, right? Obviously it sucks when the server you play on shuts down. It also sucks more when it gets handed off to someone else and you lose all your progress, right? Your friends and your community and whatever it may be. But I guess that's how it goes with servers, right? Like today is Wings and Cat's Eye. Tomorrow, I mean, like tomorrow it could be Horizon. No, you know, it's not like these are like giant game companies where you can say, hey, I paid real money for this. I did hear Wings did take donations for servers, as in like to keep the servers running, but that was all public, so people knew where the money was going. Kind of speaking of that, I know Horizon kind of talked about that too. They take donations, but only from staff members. They don't take donations from the public to keep the servers running, which is also weird because they have like a literal millionaire playing on their server. They should just have the millionaire pay for everything. I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. But yeah, that's kind of how this stuff goes. This is what happens with passion projects and things like that. You know, people move on, people have life, things happen. But yeah, I do have a character. Actually, I have two. I have two on Cat's Eye. I couldn't figure out some of the UI stuff. I have very little patience. I've been throwing a lot of my time in on Horizon Probably to my own detriment too, because I don't know how Horizon's gonna last, nor do I know how much fun I'm gonna keep having on Horizon. You guys asked about Sandrock, so I'm playing Sandrock tonight, actually with Liara in 5 hours. And then what I'm also gonna do is one time a few years ago, I think it was 2020, over Christmas break, I just played I literally went from like 0 to 100 on my time at Portia, or Portia, however you want to say it. Someone boosted they're a millionaire on Final Fantasy forums. I mean, they literally have Ninja, the known known millionaire, playing on Horizon. So that's the thing. Yeah, but yeah. So I was probably gonna do that with Sandrock. Last year I had all of Christmas, the time between Christmas and New Year's off, so I played Subnautica, Subnautica 2, started Witcher. So I'm probably gonna do that. I'm not on Horizon High Ninja. No, the other ninja without the numbers. But how are you doing? Um, he also doesn't have the name Ninja on Horizon either. I think somebody else took that. But yeah, that's Red Lobster enjoys playing on Horizon 2. Dude, Red Lobster's good. Do you want to do Garita and the cheesy biscuits or whatever? I love Red Lobster. I used to be the only time I would be like insulting someone for going to Red Lobster is if you were on a coast where you can get fresh food and you eat at Red Lobster, but like anywhere else, just eat Red Lobster. It's good. You kind of want to play Return to Moria, but so much drama with Epic. Is it? Damn, dude. Why do all these game companies have drama? That's kind of what I've been with Blizzard. Like, I want to play like isn't Baldur's Gate Blizzard? Or is it Activision? No, I'm thinking of a different game, aren't I? Holy shit. There's one game I like wanted to play and then didn't. Yeah, that's a completely different game. What game am I thinking of? Diablo. Yeah, that was probably it. I was like, oh, I want to play Diablo. Like, all my friends are playing it. And then it was like, nah, Blizzard. Oh, Overwatch 2 as well. I was like, oh, I should play Overwatch 2. Nope, shitty people. But yeah, I kind of try to vote with my wallet when I can. But yeah. That's how it goes. But yeah, so there is other private server news with Cat's Eye and Wings. Saw Diablo is 40% off. Really? Isn't it only? It hasn't even been out a year. Why is it already that much off? I keep dodging. Speaking of sales, oh no, I shouldn't have opened Steam. I keep dodging stuff on Steam. Baldur's Gate's on there. Fuck, dude, it heard me talking about it. There are a lot of sales. Fuck. I hate my life. Oh yeah. I thought like people played games like, wasn't it Path of Exile, Diablo, like those kind of games? Don't people play it in waves? It's not like a forever thing. Game Awards happening? Ooh yeah, that'd be fun. But yeah. Sorry, now I'm watching stuff on. Oh, they're doing Steam Deck. I do not want a Steam Deck. It sounds fun though. But yeah. But yeah, I kind of want to play Sandrock. I might grind that over Christmas and then not stream any of it, but maybe I will stream it because I actually really adore talking to you guys. Like, I don't know if you guys realized last Christmas break was so much fun. Like, it was frigid cold the entire time, so I literally didn't go out. And then I just played Subnautica on stream, and it was so much fun. Like, I legit had a blast just playing Subnautica with y'all. Yeah. I should do that and catch up on The Witcher. I could stream my time at Sandrock. I've been playing multiplayer with Sandrock. I mentioned Liara, so she actually gifted it to me. And then the moment multiplayer came out, she was playing it with me. We just kind of run around, get lost, talk shit about the NPCs. We don't talk shit, but like, I really like the NPC character designs. They're super cool. The other game is Coral Island. So I played the shit out of Coral Island. I think the reason I have a blog was so I could blog about Coral Island. Yeah, and I don't romance. I tried to romance in my time at Portia. I thought Arlo was a cute NPC, and then he got a GF, and I'm like, well, great. Now who am I gonna marry? So then I debated marrying. I think it was Emily. Was it Emily, the farmer, the neighbor farmer? She was adorable, so I would debate marrying her. But then I googled it. I had apparently Mint was the best character to marry, and then he's also in Sandrock. So I was like, maybe I should marry Mint because then I can marry him in both games, right? And then I don't have to worry about cheating on my ex cheating on my other GF in my other game, right? But I don't know. I don't do the romance stuff though. Even offline. Actually, yeah. I didn't even play Portia online and I didn't romance. But yeah, Coral Island. Coral Island's out, like full release. I've been wanting to play the hell out of it. But I've held off so I can play with you guys and kind of showcase the game. I really like that game. I've never backed things on Kickstarter, and that was like unironically the first thing I've ever backed. And I'm like so happy that I backed it. It was a ton of fun. But yeah, so I kind of want to play that, but I don't have a lot of time for it. So maybe I'll do one of those games. Maybe I'll do Witcher over Thanksgiving, one of those games over Christmas. Kind of catch up on things. It's my busy season too at work. So like, oh, it's been such a freaking headache dealing with work. I have like, it's one of those things where I have like 5 different projects and all of them are priority. Therefore, nothing is priority, by the way. If you say everything is priority, then that means nothing is priority. They're the same thing. But yeah, so it's been kind of stressful. Work has been. I'm also at the 2-hour mark, having literally not played a game. I should have just called this a just chatting stream. I'm probably lying to everybody. Sitting here streaming on God knows what. But yeah. There's like literally nobody streaming Final Fantasy. I can't even like raid someone. Nobody's freaking streaming. But yeah. Should I make this stuff larger? I feel like I should make this one larger. Oops. Hours since Horizon server. I love it. Let's move it up just a little. I love this like piecemeal. This feels very like the fucking like conspiracy theory like pins on the wall thing, but it's on a stream. You have like 2 years of validation project before you're retired and they just constantly dude, I hate that. I hate the switching of parties. Like either pick something for me to work on or don't. Let me pick. Client was whining at the oh, that's so dumb. Here's my cat. I'm gonna block my art. Actually, I should do a charity stream. Actually, November 30th, I'm gonna do a charity stream. For Movember. Movember is men's mental health, men's like physical health month. There's a lot of stuff. Men kind of get society shamed into not doing like doctor visits and stuff like that. And if you don't believe me, the statistics prove otherwise. At least for older generations. But yeah, so I'm doing one for Movember because I figure why not. For no, what is it like No Nut November? Kind of raise like for men's mental and physical health. It says raise awareness, but awareness seems kind of silly to talk about. Like, are you aware that men have mental and physical health problems? Like, yes, Rain, I definitely know that. Okay, well, like, like, it's not a call to action. I want stuff with call to actions. And Movember actually does that. They talk a lot about it. So, doctor, for the first time in 5 years, check on something. Oh my gosh, Vorth, that stresses me out. It's not shame, it's stubborn. I think it's both. Like, no, like, women all the time are like, oh my god, I went to my OBGYN, did you know what she said to me? And, like, they talk about that. Men don't talk about that. But yeah, it's also probably stubborn. Like, I don't need health, dude. This is just an infection. I'll be fine. Like, no, homie, go get some fucking antibiotics. Like, yeah. But yeah, like Vorth over here. Vorth, you need to go, like, at least once a year. You gotta go to at least regular doctor once a year. Dentist once a year, if not twice. And then eye doctor once a year. Eye doctor could be more if you have bad eyesight. But yeah. And I'm trying to think, like, I'm really skewed. Maybe that's bad. Maybe it's not that. Maybe that's just me because you get the yearly bio. No, you should do more, right? Because what if something happens and you don't like? You guys ever get the thing? You guys, I think everybody has this, right? Where you're like a normal human being, and like something kind of weird happens, and you don't really know what it is. Like it's always something like, oh, you know, like me, like I'll be like, oh, I cough more in the mornings now. I don't know why. Am I sick? No. Am I getting a cold? No. Has it been happening for a while? Yeah, I don't know what caused it. You got a smartwatch? Who needs it? Shut up, dude. You're triggering me. Right? But, like, I've had stuff like that all the time where, like, it turns out to be an actual, like, issue. And then I don't get it resolved. Like, I ever tell you guys, like, I have heat-induced hives, right? I used to just take a pill for it for 10 years. Suddenly it got worse. Ignored it for a year. Finally went to an allergist. They're like, yeah, we can fix this. Give me, like, a month. Oh, did not realize. And my doctor was literally like, you know, you should have gotten this fixed sooner. You know, a lot of men go twice a year to the dentist, once to the general practitioner, and then their specialist. Yeah. It's probably, yeah, Movember's very US oriented. So you went to the doctor now? Okay, that's good, Vorth. Is that any issues? Yeah. I know my dad's one of those like, I don't need to go to the doctor. And then my mom's like, goes to the doctor every 3 months. Like, so like when I just look at my parents, both my parents are baby boomers. So they're both like also boomer mentality. But that's another story. But yeah, we give my dad a hard time. It was interesting too. So both my parents actually got cancer. My dad got prostate cancer, which by the way, is slow cancer. You need to get those checked like what? Is it once a year or whatever? And my mom had skin cancer, stage 0. And so now, because both of them have had, quotes, had cancer, right? I don't think either of them did chemo. Like my mom just had the biopsy to remove the stuff. My dad just had a surgery. But now they are now bullied by their doctors to go for checkups every now and then, right? To validate the cancer is not spreading, right? And so it's like, wow, it took you guys both getting a cancer diagnosis to take care of yourselves. It's like you're both like pushing 60. Like, why don't you just do it normal? Like normal people. Stay for 5 years and skin every 2 without having it just checking. Is that how it is in Germany? Okay. Yeah, I don't know how it is here. I know, actually, I don't, mine is like so infrequent, but that's also because I'm, quote, young. So like, I don't need, like, my one doctor was like, we could give you a mammogram because my family has a history of like breast cancer. And I'm like, I'm not getting a fucking mammogram. I'm not even 35. Like, shut the fuck up. And so I didn't say it like that, but that's essentially what I said. So she told me no. So I wasn't going to get one. You do some clone thing, you guys. I think you can order some kit. Is that where you poop and give a poop sample? Definitely don't order a kit, dude. You do not want to poop in a cup. Just go to the doctor and do it. So you become rare for treats cancer and ovarian cyst buildups. Oh, for breast cancer? Yeah, so we do that here too, but it's less frequent because I'm younger compared to like people who are older, which is also probably the same for like men's health too. I lost my page. Shoot. Sorry if you're on live space or YouTube. Nobody's talking to me on YouTube. Oh, it's probably... Hey, Pex Kex, how are you? Howdy, meowdy. See, I don't like these other platforms. They don't tell me like what time. So I have no idea what time this person messaged me. How do I... Okay, thank you. Nope, I don't need to have a heart. Can I... Timestamps, here we go. Oh, 2 minutes ago. Okay, so that's not bad. How do I do timestamps on this one? Mod. Oh, I can add mods. Okay. I don't have timestamps. Hooking up, but they stick a camera up your bum. Ooh, the camera one, though, means anesthesia. Why can't you just poop in a cup at the doctor's? I'm just gonna let you know, as a woman, actually, yeah, as a woman, diabetic woman, who has to pee in a cup once a year, don't do poop in a cup. Because if I can barely get it, pee in a cup, which is disgusting, guess how bad poop in a cup's gonna go. It's gonna be like that. You saw that video, 2 girls, 1 cup? It's gonna be exactly like that. If you haven't seen that video, don't Google it. It's bad. It's a disaster. And gross. 1 girl, 1 cup. 1 Vorath, 1 cup. It's still bad. It is. It's bad. I literally do all I can to avoid peeing in a cup. Little cardboard spouts or something? No. Mm-mm. Okay, here's how peeing in a cup goes. It's the same with men. They give you a cup and they say, give us a urine sample. Good fucking luck. You can't pee in the toilet and scoop the water from the toilet. Also disgusting. So you have to like aim, which guy, easy. Girl, not easy. You run 3 times a week, drink water, eat watermelon, and not enough to avoid prostate cancer. And you have a Fitbit. A Shibi. No, they don't give you one of those. It's good fucking luck. Now, imagine, so here's my horror stories, right? I'm giving you guys 0 detail about how peeing in a cup works, but I'm telling you how bad it is. Now imagine pooping in a cup, dude. It's gonna be worse. Eat nothing but asparagus for 48 hours before submitting it. No. Yeah, it's terrible, right? Now, don't poop in the cupboard. Just go to the doctor, dude. Go to the doctor. Don't do the poop in the cup. It's super inaccurate and probably only shows that you have some hemorrhoid. Oh my gosh. Hemorrhoids. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't even know if that's spelled right, but I know what you mean. Poop in the bag. Yeah. Poop sock. This is quality content. This is like prime medical advice, by the way. Prime medical advice. Keep us alive and healthy. IRL white mage. It was actually really funny. One of my friends called me an IRL white mage. They're like, I'm getting ear pain. And I started asking him all these questions. It was funny. If you miss, just get soap and water. Oh my gosh. No. Dude, it's a disaster. I've been diabetic since I was 13, so I know all this medical shit, right? Like, you guys can't see my arms, but there I get like scar tissue and all the little dots in my arms. My favorite vein is this one, and it has really bad scar tissue in it. So I always tell them, I'm like, if you're not good at getting veins, don't try this arm. I make them try this arm. Yeah, it's fun shit. I also fucking hate IVs. That's another, like, my big fear of being under anesthesia. Not a fear, a big anxiety piece. Charm cereal, poop out green due to the dye in the mark. What the fuck? Red blood in your sample. Most hits are non-cancerous bleeding, but people are afraid of having cancer, which fucks with their psych. Oh, I got you. 3 nurse techs and the lead nurse have to do your IV when you have surgery. Dude, that fucking sucks. And that's bad. That's terrible. No thank you. They had to use the... Oh my... Huh. Nope. That's so gross. You guys can... Right here, on my hand. So, you see how... You nice... Look how nice my veins are, right? There's a little dot I have. Hold on. It's not focusing on my hand. I have a literal scar from my HITA-scan, because I had to put the radiation in here. By the way, HITA-scans use radiation. I don't know if you guys knew that. I didn't, until after. Thankfully, I wasn't pregnant, but... It's fucked up. Play the game or the vein when they don't. I know. Which pisses me off. The worst I've had was like them jabbing and digging it like it makes me so freaked out. Don't like it. Now I'm grossing myself out. I used to be like flawless when I was younger, but now like some of that stuff just grosses me out. I hate IVs. I just hate them. Like I don't mind shots. I don't mind blood getting drawn if you can go in, draw the blood, etc. But the whole like, oh, let's keep the needle in, freaks me the fuck out. Clear and detect only. Oh, are you talking about your test fourth? Yeah. Dude, you could just do both if you're nervous about it. It'd be really easy. Do we have the server up? No, server not up. I got a ping, dude. Where server? No ping. No ping. Maybe I just end stream, dude. I was gonna go play. I'm hungry. I woke up before 10 o'clock. I also went to bed before midnight last night. I almost slept in all day, and I was like, nah, I should wake up. I need food. I need to stream. Where stream? I'm gonna eat ice cream for lunch. I'm trying to think of like what I actually... Oh, I do have food for lunch. I forgot I bought some stuff earlier in the week. Otherwise I was gonna eat ice cream and chips because I have snacks and I have like zero self-control. So either I eat lunch and the chips and ice cream, or I just eat the chips and ice cream. Alright, do you guys want me to raid anyone? Do you guys have a preference of who I raid? I know Vorth's a Final Fantasy nerd. Not Final Fantasy, jeez. EVE Online, Charlie, and Ninja. You guys are Final Fantasy nerds, but nobody's streaming nobody's streaming Horizon. I could stream non-Horizon. Retail Bismarck. Mr. Love Rubber. There's someone literally re-streaming my stream. What the actual fuck? Homie, why are you streaming my stream? That's super fucked up. Bro, imagine not having content, so you take my content. My content's dog shit, dude. Like, look at this. Are there final... There should be final... No. Are there drops yet? There might be... Oh, talking in station streaming, live coverage, Pam Fam Fortizar online cloud ring. Drops on. Oh, there are drops. Heck yeah, dude. Tina update? She has gotten annoyed at me, and she's no longer talking to me. Kiki. She's probably laying down. Cat counselor time, I guess. I don't know. Tina. She's not here. I don't know where she's at. I could go get her, but then you guys have to follow me. I kind of want to stream this Talking in Station stuff, because I'm not there and I want to watch it. Hold on. Kenneth, I can't see the tie-dye with your stream, dude. Oh my god, it's really bad tie-dye. Oh my gosh, he has multiple overviews? What a Chad. His overviews are really bad. I love this. How many in local? No way, dude. Literally over 3,000 in local, dude. I love it. Okay. We're gonna go raid Kenneth. Have you seen our screens? Dude. Shh. Don't insult my streams, dude. I took like 30 seconds of effort into this, okay? We're gonna go raid Kenneth. Alright, you guys ready? We're gonna go raid Kenneth. I say talking stations. Oh no, I have to sneeze. Just kidding. Whew. Alright. I don't know when the server's gonna be back. When the server's back, maybe I'll stream again. Probably not, because I'm gonna go do Sandrock soon, and I need food. Go say hi to Kenneth. If you're a Final Fantasy nerd, Final Fantasy, Jesus Christ. If you're an EVE Online nerd, you can definitely get drops. Yeah, there is EVE fighting. I see people self-destructing and tackling and stuff. You self-destruct the pods. And then yeah, if you're a Final Fantasy nerd, I'm sorry. You can go watch. Hopefully, a non-Horizon server. Maybe people are streaming. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out for a couple hours. It's good to see you all again. Yeah, I can do more news stuff or more actual content. You want to try Sandrock sometime? I'm 100% gonna stream that over Christmas, but yeah, I will definitely do that. But yeah, take care, team. I hope you have a good weekend. If I don't see you anytime sooner, take care, team. So that's the Twitch raid. How do YouTube raids work? I don't think YouTube raids do work. Okay. Bye live space, bye YouTube. I'm going to end. Thank you nerds for hanging out. End stream. End. End stream successfully.